Shrooms! Of course we have to start off on that. Well, let me make sure that my voice is coming in because there's been some issue with that. Yes, we're good.
Oh, that would be weird.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah, to hear
it's
us
not
and not
good.
you.
I've heard the
strange.
videos before. I'm like,
Uh,
I hear your guys' reaction to something, and then I'm expecting my voice to come through, and then oh.
no.
And without my voice saying something pertaining to the story, it doesn't work very well. So, with that, when last we left our heroes, you had all had a night at a extravagant inn that used a resident red dragon, seemingly of the variety that you've heard about, that doesn't have much of their mind intact, mostly a bestial entity, but it seemed mostly tame. And there seemed to be an agreement between the restaurant and the dragon that most of, if not, maybe a little bit less than most, but a lot of the money was going towards a hoard for the dragon itself, and the only real reason that it would allow this to continue as it was. As you left that establishment, you went back to the Crystal Crown's Rest, where you saw one Lexov Morley, who had just been forcibly added to the tribunal of the Orzhov and evicted one Ivaria Volos. You heard that that was done without much issue, and so thought him a pretty formidable personage. And no doubt he is in his own respect, but as Snack has seen, or more heard on the other side of a rainbow wall, he kind of got smacked down in the halls underneath the Crystal Crown's Rest. Of course, it was close because a lot of the creatures on the other side had been put to sleep, but not enough of them were fully put to sleep to turn the tides, as it were. Now, the group up on the surface level has heard a loud splash, basically like a cannonball, but from a, about 50,000 pound weight instead of, the normal, like, 100 to 200 human weight. Most of the water from the pool has been pushed out and away from it. The entire front of the building that you are all in has been washed with it. About 18 seconds after this, after you all have reacted to it, you do hear what sounds like a very, very, very loud hissing sound, just very, very pronounced, and then a massive hole in the sand over above the office, and your friend Snack appears over there. Which, to that point, I will drag your character in here, unless you would like to do so. It will take me a while to find you because there are a lot of characters.
I can do it. I could use the practice. So, see if I do it right. And then where did you say I came out?
You will be coming from over here. Like,
wait,
underneath the fronds.
Do it again?
Oh,
I didn't see anything.
I always forget that when I'm
Use a focus ping.
Well, so that there is that, but I also always forget when you go into the GM layer, if you ping, people can't see it, which doesn't make any sense
Yeah,
because
why
if you're
would you need to ping
pinging,
something for
why
yourself?
would you only ping for yourself?
You would be like, here, look at this torrent. Yes, torrent. I see that torrent.
Exactly. Unless I have multiple personalities that I am switching between very rapidly.
Right.
I have
only
no
ping for
idea.
myself.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Uh,
All right. Yes,
Selfish
you
pinger.
make it up out of the hole. A little bit worse for wear, but you are not being pursued. As you have left the crevice that you've created, you can see behind you that Morbosa has fled farther down the halls and is having the hounds in tow.
When I drug my character out, my health went back up. I had
Which
lowered
is
it to-
odd. Which is odd. I don't know why that would be the case.
Oh, okay, I see it. I'll change it.
Well,
Why does it do
that's
that
it's
then?
still weird to me because okay, let me check your token real quick because the only way
Okay.
that really makes sense.
I drug it from the journal.
Yeah, no,
Is that
it
right?
should have
Okay.
it should have done it. Let me
And
check
if I
your
look at my
character sheet.
character sheet, it
Yeah.
actually shows the right. It's
Oh.
94. So
That is
so I don't.
very odd.
Well, I thought maybe it had something to do with me. Like
And
I did it right.
I don't think it was you. Let me make sure there's not like two snacks in here for some reason.
Oh,
But
I only
that
got
should no, it doesn't look like that's the case.
2 snacks.
Yeah, no, and it's not NPC HP or anything like that, so I don't know
Okay, I'll
why
just fix
it would do
but
that.
I don't know why it.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for fixing it. I really don't know why that would do that. The entire point of tying it to the
I
character sheet was so
thought
that when you drug
was
it
so
out,
that it would
it would
that it
do
would get
that.
everything correct. Right.
I'll figure it out later. Anyways.
Well, I'm just glad it was actually on my character sheet, so that way I still had it.
Yes. You all can react, but probably the first thing you would hear is coming from Lexov. Well, gods damn, I thought that was going to work out a lot better than it did. But yes, you all can figure out what you want to do from there. The world's your oyster. Have at it.
I'm nursing some acid wounds.
Yes, you are.
Bad.
Yeah, you kind of just lean up against the wall over here, and
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've taken acid damage before, but it
I
does
got
not feel
puked,
good.
right,
It is
right.
like somebody burned you, but it still feels like something is eating away at the skin of the burn. It is not pleasant. What's everybody
Had
else
we
doing?
heard Snack come out of the ground?
You
Or
heard
was
a
it
very
out?
loud hiss. Anybody who would be on the outside of the building would see Snack produce herself. But other than that, no, you do not see Snack.
Well, we definitely heard the cannonball outside.
Oh yeah, yeah, massive splash. You heard it, then you saw it.
So we rush outside.
I will
Hope
follow Ishmael.
All right.
hope to see Snack before I reach. Where
You
I'm
do rush. You do not see Snack yet. You do see, unless you're going that direction. If you're going that direction, then you do see Snack.
I'm definitely going that direction.
What direction was the cannon shot? That's
The
what
cannon
I
shot,
saw, right?
the very loud splash outside is this direction.
All right. So, Steven, do we want to investigate? Well, we were in the building, so we wouldn't see Snack.
We
produce,
only
right?
know
No,
about the
no.
splash.
Okay, let's investigate the splash. You and me, we're in there.
Flying full steam.
All right.
Zooming.
Yes. Zooming towards the splash.
Keeping up with the monk.
You are met with Lexov as well as a veritable amount of constructs. I should say that these two are both out of commission currently. The others are not looking very good. There's one of them that was not touched, but the other two are very damaged.
What's going on out here?
Didn't you go down there with like twice as many of those things?
I did. It came to blows rather quickly, and as formidable as these things might be against humanoids, whatever creatures she had down there did not seem to care very much.
What kind of establishment is this?
Do you...
Who just has the security to deal with a bunch of giants, I guess?
I don't know, but I can tell you that Morbosa is more than she appears to be by far.
Then what were you doing here? What was your
Looks
goal?
like you got your ass kicked.
It indeed does. You can tell, like, I mean, he's got like basically a full suit of armor. Mostly it seems to kind of obfuscate because a lot of his form is just kind of hidden behind it. You can't really make out any skin whatsoever. Nor his eyes. Like you can't see almost any of him. And even so, you can see that through the like cracks in his armor, and there are like a few holes punched into places. There is blood trickling. Something of note, the blood is slightly like almost orangish gold, a little less crimson.
This is Lexov?
Yes.
Does that ring any like bells for a reason?
You can roll a history or a religion check.
Ooh, history or religion. Well, I'm good at one of those.
Ooh, me. I'm gonna
Yes,
do
you can
the-
also roll a religion check if you would like.
Oh, fuck, where's my character?
24 on the
Ooh,
history.
24. Yeah. We will wait on the religion, and we will grant some information.
Loading. Stand by. Religion?
Religion. For some reason, country music just played in my head.
Oh!
Ooh,
Uh,
it was worth the
Fucking
wait.
natural.
It was
20.
natural
Yeah.
20 with a natural 20.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
Natural 20.
we can both add a D.
you
Oh,
can.
that's right.
You
We
can.
still
Add
have
a
the-
D4.
Wait,
I forget
Yeah.
why I gave that
It's-
to you even.
it was because we.
It was the
Dragon
Heroes
food.
feast for 24 hours.
Oh,
Whatever. We had a big
yes,
feast.
because you ate at the yes.
We spent
Okay,
big money.
you did, and
So that turns my 24 into a 27.
24 and
Dang it, he
27.
beat me.
And he's
Barely,
got 24
barely.
now.
It's like a 4 to me, I think.
I know. Well, I mean, the die might have said that, but we go based off the
Fix
text.
your headphones.
See, it's because I had a salad for lunch and
Get the
that's
tape.
brain food.
What kind of salad? Oh my god. Okay.
Was it a Waldorf? Mm.
I forget what kind of salad it was, but it was good.
It was delicious.
Yes.
Mixed vegetables, roasted.
Oh, keep
Oh,
going.
Oh,
dirty.
Light on the dressing.
Roasted
We're
in
heavy on
dragon's
the
fire,
dressing,
no
aren't
less.
we?
But anyways, with that, the history check we will go with first. You remember reading during your studies about which I believe you've already seen Lexov produce some necrotic-looking wings from his back, but this would kind of produce that twofold. You remember reading that some individuals of half celestial blood have a coloration that is much less crimson and more radiant in nature, more akin to what's the freaking word for it? Like an ambrosia color instead of like bleeding red. Yes, instead of bleeding red like any of the more common races might. That is what you remember. Ishmael, you would also recollect, and this is more through sermons that you heard while being in the Boros Legion, that there are several different types of half-celestials. There are the Fallen, there are the... and of course I need to check because my brain. This, that. Go there. Yeah, I don't care about that yet. There are the Fallen, there are the Scourge type, and there are the Protector type. Fallen are normally, and this is just through, like, you know, somebody literally preaching it towards you. Fallen are those who either have received their powers from a darker entity or have in somehow lost favor with their patron or their lineage. And that is what you remember from seeing the necrotic wings before. The Scourge are more what you had seen. They are the blazing, like, reckoning force that goes against all types of evil with unflinching and all-consuming might. And then there are the Protector type, which are meant to be guardians of the weaker, or at least in their view, the weaker races. One thing to note is that usually the color of the blood indicates which type of Aasimar they would be, and the more orangish gold would be more aligned with the Protector than it would with the Fallen, which is kind of odd, because you have literally seen him sprout necrotic wings, which is a signature move of the Fallen. So that strikes you as odd.
Wow, you're a real interesting customer, Lexov.
I don't try to be.
You know, you just seem like a complex individual. As I'm gonna just kind of like step out over the water and go sit next to him.
Thank you, I suppose. I feel like this is kind of an urgent predicament that we find ourselves in.
Yes.
Would you like a hand?
That is the operative question. I mean, we...
Get it?
So
You
you
only say
you
that.
asked why I was here. I will give you a curt answer, and depending on what your answer is to my question, I will give you more information. I am here to apprehend one. Once again, I need to know the last name because I don't want to get that wrong.
It is important to know who you're here to arrest.
Exactly. And also, my brain doesn't work good enough to remember last names. I should just open my notes every time I, start this. But I never do. So.
Until you need something.
You could have just
Exactly.
made up a new one. And
I
wouldn't
could have
said
made up a
it.
new one. I really rather wouldn't. Yes.
Yeah, he has to watch that now that he's recording everything.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah,
like,
you're
"Wait a
not
minute.
wrong.
Wait a minute.
Okay. It should be right here. I remember typing it in. Or maybe I left it where it was because it was already there. Let's make sure
Be like, I tried
by...
to make it easier for myself, but now
I
can't."
tried to, but really I
No.
didn't help myself at all.
At all.
Okay. Find... Yes, there it is. Okay.
Did you remember?
I know. I already
Yeah.
No.
had it. I already had it.
Ah.
So I am here to apprehend one Clint Bathrin under many grounds. Extortion, ransom. I mean, basically name it and you could probably throw it on him.
Well,
I mean, it just so-
Abraham,
Yeah, I mean, it just so happens that we
fancy
been
that.
looking for the man ourselves.
And what is your reason for bringing him to justice?
To put him out of business. Or, I suppose, into retirement. Whatever that means.
Yes, let's keep
I-
it.
Yes, I
Keep
find...
it open.
Yeah, I find that your answer was just as short as mine, so I will not offer any more information on my part. But if you...
Well, here. I'll let you in on this. It's the Demir who put me up to it.
I see. They want
Let's get a little guild feuding going.
they want a player out of the game. That makes much sense, actually. And
The way I
with-
sound it, a team up sounds like a win-win.
it does.
What do you think, Ishmael?
I like it. Sounds fun.
And with you sharing as much as you have, I can at least share that the main reason my predecessor, Avaria, had ties with this man, and it sounds like he has ties with more of the Orzhov than that. If my contacts are correct, it sounds like he has quite the deep pockets and strings all tied to the Orzhov. And if I can snap him out of that, it might make for a little bit more of a power vacuum.
So while we're, chit-chatting, is there like someone that kicked the shit out of you that's just like getting away?
I softly already talked about her, but Morbosa is the one who dealt most of the wounds that I suffer from now, and with very few of her arrows.
Should we not let her get away? Or,
Deal with her
you know,
post haste? Yes, I think that should be done.
lead the way.
As he does so, you do watch as he there was a band on his right, like a coil basically on his right arm, and another on his left. The one on his left has a ruby in the center that you can see. He just literally produces a flamethrower onto one of the constructs that is still conscious. And you watch as it, the surface of it grows like orange hot for a moment, and then you watch as the flame just is engulfed by the creature, and within a matter of a minute, the golem is brought back to full hit points.
So what you're saying is,
Fire damage is
light the
good for
golem
these
on
guys.
fire.
Yep.
Did somebody say, I didn't ask how big the room was?
I mean, nobody did, but essentially the golem did just by existing. Yeah, so if
We
you
need,
guys
like,
are prepared to take 2 minutes to
little
just allow these creatures to
catchphrase.
be fully brought back up to hit points, that is all he is trying to do. I need to take off the half.
Mud bunnies unite.
Oh my goodness.
Into the sending stone. Mud bunnies.
I mean, you
assemble!
say that, but there's a ton of people who already know you as the Hand of the Guild Pact. So, I mean, you can. I won't say that you can't change that name. You can literally call yourself the Mud Bunnies. I have no problem with that, but it might take some work to have that name.
I love
Course.
the headcanon that Mud Bunnies is just like that classic name that only our real fans know about.
Oh yeah.
Before the rebrand.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's
That
so
is
gross.
that is
Everybody at
actually
large
great.
knows us at the hands of the Guild Pack, but then we start showing up and yelling about Mud Bunnies, and nobody knows what to think.
Oh.
Gotta keep your enemies on your toes.
Well.
Yes, assemble!
Yes, all of you start to move that direction. While they were having this conversation, Ezra, I saw that you moved over to Snack. What would you like to say as a snack?
I did when she popped up. Probably just check in on her. Are you okay?
Really. Do you know anything to do with all this acid? As I hold my arms out, and they're just like,
Do I know?
My
it?
I mean,
Fur.
so it's not
Terrible.
just her arms. You can see that, I mean, she holds her arms out, and yes,
but that's what I would hold out. Yeah.
I mean, that's what she holds out, and that's probably what she guarded her, like, major extremities with, so they are very much acid burned. But you can see that, like, all up and down her legs. Luckily, her armor is magical, so it didn't take a lot of the brunt of the acid damage. And actually, you probably could only really make out, like, her hands and arms are rough. Since her armor is magical and does not take the acid damage onto it.
I mean, do I know how to help her? Do I know like, we should go wash in water?
Roll a history check.
Because me as a person.
Right, that's not what you.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what you know. Roll a history check, and we'll go. Or medicine. I should have said that earlier. But
It's a
if
plus
medicine is
4
better,
either way.
you can just take the modifier.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a +4 either way.
Okay. With a 13, I would say you have a common knowledge.
Wait. Plus
yeah.
a D4 still?
Yeah. You ate at the restaurant. Add a D4.
Yes. D4. Just
16?
for extra.
With 16, that beats the more
Oh,
complicated DC of a 15.
Ooh.
So you would know how to treat an acid wound. Now I need to check up what the hell you do to
It's,
treat an
it's
acid
running
wound.
it with. You need to like wash it off with cold water.
Okay. Well, we'll just run with that. You need to wash it off with cold water. You know that. And there is plenty
mean,
of
I'm
cold
pretty sure
water
there's,
very
like-
close to you.
I'm pretty sure there's more to it. Like I obviously like.
There is
the
more to it.
acid that I know
We'll
about
just let
is
you know.
like
I'll just let you know your
here.
character knows it.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Good,
No
good.
more
Tell
need
me
to
what to do.
waste time on it. You
Well,
just.
there's water right here.
Yes,
I
there's
would-
water. Also,
I-
healing magic never hurt anybody.
I would.
Honestly, if somebody had prestidigitation in the party, that would just take care of it right
I
there.
have prestidigitation.
Then you should just do it.
Awesome.
Yeah, you say you use prestidigitation, and all of the like residual acid that is left just kind of wicks off of Snack's body, and you immediately can tell from that, even though you couldn't see the wounds there beforehand, acid like literally seeps out of the any crease in her armor. She was literally covered in this stuff, and you are able to take out a lot of that. You immediately do feel relief snack, and you are not literally burning alive from acid. So that is a win.
Yes,
Let's
thank you
get you
so
in the
much.
water
That's
right
right.
here. It will help.
I would limp.
Yes.
Limp.
I'll
Limp.
take a hand.
And I'll be
help
like,
you
don't touch me.
Don't
You
touch me.
there. You don't have any acid on you anymore.
That does not mean that the acid wounds are still not tender.
I
Well,
know.
my instinct was I didn't want her to get acid on her, but she's right. It was, that was
I'll
still-
look to see where I
Don't
can
touch
like,
me.
help her.
All right. Yes, you make it to the water. It is very soothing, but much like any burn, the soothing happens for,
Yeah.
about
Ugh.
4 seconds, and then it's still miserable.
Well,
Do
I
have
would
to
attempt to
heal me?
try to lick my wounds a little because it makes me feel better.
Yeah, you lick them. Your tongue is like
I know.
sandpaper. So you lick them, and it does not feel good.
Could I like page in Steven or Ishmael? Or
At this
anyone?
point, their conversation would be over, and they
Or
have
Apple or
like
whoever has
yeah,
some sort of healing
anybody
that
could, but also the conversation Ishmael and Abraham were having could be over by this point, and they are walking your direction.
I only have mass cure wounds, so I figured if someone
That's the
else has
only healing
mass-
spell you have.
Yeah.
Well, then you're right.
I mean, that is a very efficient one, and I'm glad you have it. But that is
So
fucking
if
funny.
anyone would like to come not use that
Not use
spell, I'd use a
Nothing
smaller
like-
spell.
Level 14 adventurers not having healing potions.
I mean,
Bar!
to be fair, you don't necessarily need healing potions at your guys' level.
Well, I see. I mean, Snack's
I
not here,
have a
right?
healing potion.
I have
would that
cure
work?
wounds.
Yeah,
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 I-
you can
I
cast
just
your
figured
wounds.
it's-
Yeah, they are
ranger is
literally right in front of you.
there.
Yeah.
I came to get in the water.
And I'm a great healer, as we found out from the fall of the Chamber of the Guild Pact.
Yes.
True.
Yes, you saved a lot of lives, actually.
You did. This was the first time we held hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have cure wounds on the roll
Uh,
20.
Oh, like you don't have it on your character sheet?
Care.
Yeah, I didn't put it in there, but I
So
know I
it's
have
fairly easy. If you open your character sheet and you
I
go
mean,
to the
I do
compendium,
have a healing potion if we don't want to.
you can literally just search up in the compendium cure
Oh,
wounds and then
shit.
add it to your character sheet just by dragging and dropping it, and it will just be there. Then you can click it and say what level you want to cast it at.
dragging.
I just
drop.
wanted to call Ishmael because he has lay on hands. I didn't want to use like a spell.
And then it should be added to your
Potentially
spells,
might
and you
go-
should be able to click it and use it.
might be going to fight, so I don't want to use a spell. But
Yeah,
do have
I
healing- I
don't
have
blame
a
you.
potion.
You should definitely save mass cure wounds for when most of your party has taken
Yeah.
damage, not
But
just
I do
one.
I have a potion. I could give her a potion.
You could, but you could also save resources that you cannot, reuse
that's what-
later.
Yeah,
but
that's why I was
the-
trying to
the
see if
only-
anyone had anything.
I say that, but I also will play devil's advocate and say you also should use your resources when you have them.
When you-
So,
instead of saving them.
yeah, because if you save them and save them and save them and save them, and
Then you d-
six of your party members are dead,
It's dead,
and
yeah.
and
Like, well,
oh, I
should've
never used this healing potion. Well,
Yeah.
too late now.
Just like 2 times I've done mass cure wounds, the enemy has turned on me and been like, "Fuck you." I just don't
Well,
want
no,
my friends
yeah,
to die.
it's apparent to the enemy, at least if they have some modicum of intelligence, when somebody heals the entire party, they're like, you need to die.
I just don't want my friends to die.
I don't blame you, and it's very
That's a
good
good
on
way.
you for doing it, and you continue to do it even through the hardship of it. I am very proud of you, but That does
So
not
can't
mean
die
that I'm going to
twice
stop making
Yeah.
enemies
Us
look at the
being-
person who's healed the entire party and be like, "You need to go away."
We don't have to cleric. All right. Wait, did Matt cast healing? Yeah, he
I'm
did,
not
okay.
sure.
He
did.
rolled a
He did.
medicine check
A 12?
first.
Oh, cure
I did a
wounds is
12.
above that.
Okay.
That has the cure healing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what
So-
the medicine check is for. Oh, yeah,
I
and
was
12.
just kind of wanted to do it. I
Oh,
figured
okay,
it would
okay.
make sense with you.
Okay, yeah,
I
no,
was
that
like-
makes sense.
I was like,
y-
I just
I mean,
kind of want to do it.
I mean, looking over her wounds, like you probably pull back her sleeves a little bit and get a little bit more investigative. Yeah, you can tell most of her body bears just from like looking at the spaces between her armor and everything else. But yeah, most of her body is covered in, and not like covered, but there are places everywhere that she has had some acid burns. Like just missing fur, bare, like kind of boiled skin.
A wreck.
Mm.
Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, you can tell she's very coherent. Like she doesn't look like she's at death's door by any means. But she, whatever happened to her down there, it did a number. Little do you know that she did this to herself to get out of a situation.
Get out of there.
But yes, you can take 12 hit points back. I don't know what the the
Okay.
D4 is for the medicine.
Okay.
Yes.
12. Got it.
I mean, you can tell she's hurt. She's not worse for wear, but even that little bit of healing magic has at least allowed most of the open sores on her body to kind of start the healing process. A lot of them have started to scab over. They are less sensitive than they were,
Oh,
but
yes.
much like you all know, even when you have a scabbed over wound, it still doesn't feel great, especially under armor.
Right. Thank
Luckily,
so
you
much.
have leather
Oh,
armor
bless
on, so it is less
yeah,
uncomfortable
I would think
than
irritate. Yeah.
yes than somebody wearing, for example, all metal armor.
Right. Right. More like a second skin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Basul and Ezra.
Oh, I love you. I can't stand this nonsense on your hands and your body and wherever else it is.
It's really
What
painful.
happened?
Well, the quick version is that I obviously went down there on back of Lexov's Eclipse Guard,
Bold.
and yeah, well, I wanted to find out what they were going to talk about, and really, they didn't do a whole lot of talking. They mainly just started attacking each other, and it was really bad. I just stayed out of the way until I couldn't stay hidden anymore. And
You did
um,
great.
well, you haven't heard the worst part.
Oh.
What was down there?
What was down there?
Those like lion things and that person.
Mud
Yes.
bodies!
It's been a while. I can't try to remember.
Remember, it was
It
like
was-
the big giants and then like those.
It was
lion
that
things
door.
came out.
Yeah, the big.
And then
lock,
there was
the
like
big
that magic
door.
wall.
Yeah,
Yes,
so there was
yes,
a
that
prismatic
was the-
wall that had multiple
yes.
types of magic that you had to walk through.
Yes. It was.
You
We're leaving,
Ye-
right?
so
We're
you-
leaving.
also, like, most of the you weren't able to percept much because the wall obfuscated a lot of what was happening, and you are on the opposite side of it. But you do remember that the hounds came into the room and started to investigate for you, as well as Morbosa did. And you could tell just by like that sixth sense that you get, she was very close to scoping you out even when you were invisible. She is a very
Right.
perceptive and very high damage dealing person. Like she is yeah, she is able to. She almost killed Lexov, and
Yes.
she did kill one of his golems before she did that. So she was, yeah, a major contender. And you did notice that after the acid explosion, she was in dire straits, but
Yeah, that's true. But she was still
she
gonna-
left, and you don't know what might be down there that might help her not be in dire straits anymore.
right. That's true. Yeah. And did I sent to you guys on the sending stone that she knew exactly who we were. There was no tricking her.
No,
So
like
so they got that. They knew that, right? 'Cause I
Yes.
had sent that.
Yes, you did send that last session when she
Okay.
basically made that. She had that conversation with Lexov. You could repeat basically word for word what she said back to the party. Yeah, she knew who you were from the get-go. Had already let Clint know he was
Right.
on his way.
Yes.
And she, she seems like a highly perceptive, highly insightful individual who is very good at hurting people when she wants to.
Right. So definitely tell them all of that. That
Luke's on his
this is
way?
not good. Yeah, unfortunately. And she said, "Well, I don't think I would say that. I wouldn't say that to Ezra.
Would ask. You don't say that?
Well, I wouldn't say. I would say that he's on his way, but I was gonna say that she talked about him looking forward to seeing his little dove. And I would
Yeah,
not- I
you
wouldn't
left
say
that part out. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
I will ask Ezra. The DC won't be as high because you have had yes, you've had a breakthrough meditation session. So
that's
I
right,
will
yeah.
let you know now that
Mhm.
DC is 15. Your D4, I do not want you to include in this. Please give me a wisdom save.
Okay, not one of my good ones.
Get
You
closer.
could do it. You could do it.
Ow.
DM.
Oh,
Nothing
oh my
makes
God.
me more ready for. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I see where you were going with that, and I'm like, yeah, no. Oh,
Made it.
even with your aid, like your presence is soothing, Ishmael. Like there is no denying that.
Here now.
But even with your presence, there is this just your heart. First, it launches up into your throat and then just sinks to the bottom of your stomach. The thought of seeing that man again, it firstly puts you into tears and almost brings you to your knees.
You could. I was gonna say I'm gonna fall to my knees. So
All right.
You could bring me to my knees.
All right. Yes. You all see Ezra Ricochet in the sand, looking like before even confronting this man, she is utterly defeated. Most of you understand exactly what she is going through, except for Abraham, who has not had the same trauma sharing that the rest of you have gone through.
Question, Torin.
Yes.
Do they know just about that one experience? Or do
They
know, like,
so they were not
everything?
they were given basically your emotions within that encounter. And it was an encounter that wasn't the first one. So they understand like how you feel and that this has happened multiple times.
Okay.
But they are not brought to their knees by realizing that they are going to see Clint. They are not traumatized in the same way you are. They have the same disgust and repulsion to this man.
So it's like if a friend told you every
Ex-
detail. of the story.
every single detail. and specifically of that one encounter, and what might be, you know, emotions branching out from that encounter.
Okay.
Me, Ezra. I think it's better that we know that he's coming. Like we were looking for him, and so at least I'm so sorry. Snack would just feel bad
Yeah.
that she made her,
The-
you know.
You
The-
didn't make me do
Sorry.
it.
No,
No,
it
I-
is not
I
your
know,
fault.
I know, but she would still feel bad that she's like
yes,
just saying
yes.
like, I need to recount all this stuff, and she didn't even really
Mhm.
think before she said
Mhm.
it. But she's trying to say like that we
And-
at least like we have like we know like
Yes,
we
there
know, but
there
it's
is
not much
at
of a-
least some small solace in the understanding that you know he's on his
That's
way.
what it
That
wasn't
you
like
don't-
a surprise.
Exactly. That you don't have to go into a possible encounter where you might see him blindly. You know he's coming. And that at least you might be able to
Max still
prepare
does
yourself
that.
for.
Oh.
But at this current moment, I will say that Ezra Ricochet is under the condition of fear. And there is
Fair.
no shaking this fear.
Fair.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
I will
a good
allow you to
question.
know. Give me 1 second.
I feel fear.
I mean,
That's
I
all I
remember
know.
being under it with the black blobby stuff.
It's not good. It is
I
not
was gonna
good.
say it is not good.
Yes.
Everything I did was not.
Yeah. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. This is different because it is in your mind's eye.
So ingrained.
You can see him even when he is not there. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls regardless. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Now, this, I will say, is a little bit different. When you see him, this will come into effect. But as you are moving down into the depths where you know you are going to see him, you can move. You can. But
I'm
that
not
is
just stuck in the sand here. like,
no.
"Fuck."
You are
Right.
not stuck
Aw.
above while the
Sorry,
rest of your
guys.
friends.
Right.
Yes, I am not going to do that to you because that would be awful. Not allowing the
Aw.
character to like come
Right.
to some kind of reconciliation, or at least giving them the chance to do so, would be awful. And so no, that is not happening.
And then
but
just being left alone and like.
exactly. Yes.
Terrible.
So basically, we are upping the dose on one, and we are taking down the other. Your disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls is inevitable. You have that. But you are able to move closer. Once you see him, that will change.
Okay.
DM.
Yes.
I don't
Your
wanna,
aura
like,
doesn't
ruin
matter. I will let you know that.
Development. Come on, bro. It says right there, can't be frightened.
I know,
Right.
your aura does not prevent
He-
literal mental
Trauma.
scarring.
Trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does not heal trauma.
Yes,
It's a powerful aura.
Yes, it's a powerful aura. Like if a dragon
Yeah.
roars and makes you feel afraid because of how massive and scary it is, then you
Yeah.
can prevent that. Fine.
Yes, that makes sense.
For somebody who has literally gone through traumatic experiences time and time again, and it is so ingrained in their very physiology that you cannot get rid of that. There is no getting rid of that until they have come to reconciliation on their own part.
Mhm.
Perfect. Let's go.
It does make sense.
All right.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
So emotional. Yeah, Ezra, let's go.
No, I love it. I love it. The comedic value is there. All right. Lexov will follow as well. Let me grab him and the ones that are not out of commission. And he will start moving that direction. He's going to have his golems close. Something to know. Give me a moment, because it's been a while and I need to remember their names as well.
Supposed to move around, right? We all
Who?
just like go like we.
I
just go
mean,
like
you
this.
can. So I'm not gonna trade the environment quite.
Oh, you're not okay.
No, because there is something that's going to happen, and you're all not gonna like
Oh.
it. But here we
Okay.
go.
Well, then I'll stay. I will stay put. Are we all together? Is this all of us?
Everybody
Apple,
disperse. We're too close.
Victor, Abraham, Ishmael.
don't
know who
this
this
is less. So I will let you know. This is less. This is less
Yeah.
of the hey, get out of the range of fireball. It's more of a get ready for trauma. Because I am going to have
Aren't there 8 of us?
I
Or is it
believe
just-
Unless
there's
you're
7.
counting Torin, and he's
Yes.
the
Yes. So there's
DM,
7 players. There is
And
one
then there's 8 of
DM.
us.
Eight of us in our group.
As our group, yeah.
Let us summon all of our creatures.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, because you can literally cast
Stoobs.
Find
Yeah,
Steed, and you can
like-
bring Stoobs in, or you can.
Yeah.
I would say you can summon your Skyic Rock as well by signaling, but you cannot do both in the same turn. Just to let you know, they're both.
Also, we are going underground, and shit's gonna get kind of tight.
Yeah, and
I also don't.
Yeah.
With all the shit that these people got fucked
Sounds
up
like
with,
a
I don't
job
want,
for
I don't know if
Junior.
I wanna summon Umber. Well, I have Umber with me. In my
Yeah,
necklace.
what happened to Junior? That's what I'm missing. A giant tree.
He's got tunnels
Well,
to clog
and-
up.
yeah, right. Yeah,
True.
and right now he's off
So
with. Yeah, he's off helping
Wait.
with.
Wait, sorry, could I try
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. What?
Could I summon Umber
Yeah.
to come next to me?
I mean,
It's in my
if you
necklace.
if you've got the Planescape pendant, then yes,
He's my emotional support
yes
animal.
you
Yeah,
you
you
call
can
forward
to
Umber.
summon him.
Wait, you gotta
And-
say the right words.
Yes, you do.
You could do it.
I gotta remember
What'd you
that
say?
somehow.
Yeah. Somebody already pulled him out. But please say
I
the
did.
words.
Umber, I choose you.
Thank
I
you.
choose
Supposed
you.
to say it.
Oh, I love it.
Aw, so
Okay.
cute.
Anyways, yes, you say that, and in
I
a
snuggle.
yes, in a like a almost a curl of this black energy just pulls out of the Planescape pendant, and Umber is formed out of it. Yes,
Yes,
and the
so
snuggle
cool.
very much comes into play. I will have you
He's
roll
my
one
emotional
more
support
wisdom
animal.
save because he is your emotional support animal.
Yes.
Woo! Snuggling a porcupine
Oh,
dog.
that's
14.
better.
I
Right on the
believe
target.
I did. I don't remember if I let you know this or not, but the DC is a 15.
I know.
So
Yeah.
I know.
you are
Uh,
very
wait,
close.
wait,
You are
wait,
on the
wait,
cusp.
Wait.
There is
Can I
no
use
D4 to
Bardic
be
Inspiration?
had.
Bardic
myself?
inspiration.
You can use Bardic Inspiration, however, because you are a bard.
Doesn't she get something from the aura too?
No, not in this instance. It is a traumatic event happening over and over that has caused this to take place. So I'm not allowing auras or your feast to come into play. Though
I feel like
your
my
own
Bardic
inspiration.
Willing myself to not.
Yes,
like,
your own
really with
inspiration. It
other-
is something that you are attempting to overcome yourself, and thus your training comes into fruition.
I picture my
You
river.
do. You picture the experience you went through in speaking with your friend Abraham. And you go through that experience one more time,
Is Abraham
well,
near me?
snuggling into
Yeah.
your friend
I'm
Umber.
reach out for your hand too.
I will take the hand and grip it tightly.
Does a 21 pass?
A 21 does. I have allowed you to know that DC is a 15, so you know a 21 passes. But
I know, but I want it.
I know
Just
you
like
want
when
it,
you said,
and so I
"Does
will
a
give it to you.
94
Yes, it
hit?"
does. Yes, I know. You feel the river once more, and you feel the connection to these two individuals. And you feel this cascade, this feeling of the river washing away those old scars. I should say old wounds, because there are some that are still open, even to this day. And you feel them start to heal. There will still be one wisdom save to be had when you meet
When I
Clint.
see him. Yeah, sounds
But
great.
for now, we will take away the frightened condition.
Yay. I did it. We did it.
Mm-hmm.
Umber!
Yes, Umber definitely came in clutch there, as well
The
as
best
your
boy.
yes, as well as your connection with Abraham. As you are having this revelation, Rosa and Harper come out, and Rosa, who has been taking the forefront of in every conversation you've ever had with them, says, "Are you all right? It would seem a lot of you are kind of worse for wear."
Rosa, I'm gonna shoot really straight with you here.
Okay.
One Simic to another.
Yes.
We need to put your boss out of business.
You watch as she starts to try and formulate words. And as she does so, they don't come out. And it is at that point that you notice... I know. Steven, the noise. Come on, bud.
Sorry,
It always makes
team.
you
I
wonder what he's doing.
understand that you're probably trying to make food or whatever, but
I'm making a fire.
you're making a fire. Okay.
Mute yourself.
So loud. Had to turn him down.
All right.
I'm back.
Thank
Now-
you.
I won't assume that you'd even be open to the concept of helping us in our goal. But, well, for what it's
before-
worth, you seem like decent folks.
Even before
and
you say the word "but," you watch the tears start to form in her eyes, and a drop is formulating. As you notice, something that escaped your vision prior. You don't know if it was invisible or if it was some work of magic, but you now notice a collar with this orange gemstone in its center. Not around her neck only, but around Harper's as well. That lights up. And the only word she gets out before... words, I should say. That she gets out before you see the light fade from her eyes. I'm sorry. as you see, she turns more beast than thinking being. I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Hey, you're
This
supposed
is
to
the
be
kind of
holding my
man
hand.
service. This is the kind of man servants I get. This is the
Mhm.
VIP treatment.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
The VIP treatment for, people
Don't
who are.
forget to click your token.
Yes, and wait, please, just for a moment, because I do need to clear the hierarchy real quick. Let me clear, remove all turns, clear, and Ezra, you already had 24.16. I
you're
will add
usually
that.
too
I will add
fast.
that. I will
Oh,
add that.
thank you. Thank you.
When she has her bestial side kind of start to like take over and come out, Abraham kind of just taking it in would, I think, react to this as a Simic hybrid. Oh god, what has he done to you?
Her body starts to move much more fluidly than you would expect. Like, it is reminiscent of the creature that she has been tied to. Whether it was forcibly, by her own decision, whatever it is, you can see the shark and not much else.
I'm going to, just before initiative breaks out, I will call out, essentially, to everybody, just put them down, but don't hurt them. And then I will go for initiative.
All right.
Non-lethal damage, all combat. DM.
Yeah, do you want to click that for the entire party, or
Abraham's
Baldur's
dealing
Gate
non-lethal
reference?
damage.
Okay.
Man,
But
I
yeah,
think it's such
toggle it for
bullshit
everyone.
that you can only do it for the whole party, though. Just saying.
So,
I just want to do it for myself.
I cannot answer that question, actually. For people decide if they want to do non-lethal or not. If you want to do non-lethal, tell me and/or type it, and that will be up to you. I would imagine everybody in this party wants to do that.
She did say, "I'm so sorry."
I mean, yeah,
she
you can
obviously is
you
not
can
against
tell this is not of her own volition. Like, she was a very lively and happy, rambunctious
Yeah.
little girl, and this happened, and she doesn't like it.
Is
This
that
is-
happening with what's his face over there? as well?
There's
Alon
this
or Alug?
oddly.
No, that's Vasul's helper.
Yes, that's Valsul. That's
Sorry.
Valsul's helper. But you can see Harbor behind her is he has been very aloof the entire time. But you see this overwhelming and let's see and more feel this overwhelming bloodlust start to come from Harbor.
Torin,
Yes.
I could also just click on Ezra and add myself again, if that's easier.
If you want
then
to just
change the
add,
number.
yes, you can just add yourself if you would like to do that. I have no problems with that.
I
Hey,
wanted that to work
Torin?
for
Yes.
You said I can see the thing around their neck.
Yes.
It's a collar.
Yes.
Damn it! Sorry.
Is there a
I get it.
Is there a
Wasted
latch on the
blood.
collar that can be seen, or is there like a lock or something?
There is no visible latch. You can so I will say, for your turn, you can roll an investigation or a perception check to attempt to perceive how this collar is operating. Until that point, though, I will add them to initiative real quick. Harbor should have advantage. this. Oh, it's maybe, you know what? You know what? We'll just do this instead. Okay. He rolled well.
I'm so mad at that 20. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will let you know the least important roll for natural 20s is initiative. I will that it's just the case.
I don't roll well, and I wasted it.
You rolled a 24. Get over it.
Yeah, then I rolled a 2 before then.
I will not lie. It does. Wait. Yeah. No. It's sorry. Your picture got me confused. Apple. I'm sorry. I mahogany. What? But,
It's mom.
LOL. I don't know why it just has that as like my default picture across all the games.
I don't have Ezra as mine. I have like a warrior woman as my like default.
Yeah, can you change it across different
so
games?
if you've
It's
done
your
it as your
profile.
as your Roll20
Oh.
profile picture, that's what populates into this. Now you
Ew.
could, if you wanted to, if you look at the chat login and go down to the very bottom, as it says something, if you change it to the other apple, it will show your character instead. Yes, it will. It should, anyways.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did
See?
it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Apple.
Oh,
No.
you. So you did it wrong. I don't know how you did it wrong.
Yeah, you
but-
did it wrong.
You chose the wrong apple.
The other apple.
You gotta change the message as.
Yes.
I did. I did.
And it did.
Son of a.
I did. There's
Wait.
two.
Let's see.
there's
Let's
two
see. Let's see.
apples
Let's
that
see. Yes,
I-
there.
yeah.
Let's see. Maybe I can get it. Okay. There's two
Either
apples.
drapple.
2 apples. What are you making a pie?
See,
need
I'm
way
apple.
more.
I'm apple right now.
Hey, yeah.
I'm
Is that
just
the first
saying.
one or the third
nope,
one?
You don't
No,
need more
I'm
than
apple.
1 apple.
Now everybody be
Unless
apple.
you're making a
I'm
pie.
apple.
Oh. This is freaking ridiculous.
whatever.
Anyways, yeah, this is
I haven't-
this is
fun.
ridiculous.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, we've got that. Now I need him to be.
You're welcome, everyone. I mean, thank you, everyone.
President's apple. That's funny.
Okay.
That was comical.
You're welcome. I will also add Umber since he is out here.
Oh yeah, I don't have
to-
his stats. I don't think I
Do you not? I feel like I gave everybody.
I might.
If somebody is able to bring him into the map, then everyone
They
should be
have
able
them.
to see, yes,
Oh
his
yeah, I can see it, but
stats.
it's not like it's a different character sheet, so I could roll his like initiative. At least the way I.
You yes, you should be able to though. There is initiative
I
close
see
to the
it, I see
stats.
it.
Yes, and if you click on him and click that, you should get it. Yes, there he is.
Okay, yay!
All right. We have everyone in initiative currently. So, with that, Ezra, it is your turn first. You see the 2 people that you have spent a little bit of time with, and you know they're not bad people. Have gone mostly feral. What would you like to do?
I want to cast hideous laughter on my friend, my little friend.
The Rosa?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, she needs to roll a wisdom save, correct?
There it is.
Okay, let me see. Parker must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Let's see. What is there? There it is. Okay. She's not incredibly good at these, so good pick.
I just figured something that would not damage her but stop her might be good.
What is your DC?
19.
With a 19. You
It
would have
says
had to
it- it
roll
says
pretty
it-
high.
It
Go
says
ahead.
it at the bottom.
Oh,
Spell
beautiful.
saving.
Yes, thank you, actually.
We're all
Rosa.
learning something new tonight.
Rosa, and see, I knew that before this, but it's just been a while. Anyways.
Sure.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not bad. I just thought I'd be.
No, I am appreciative. Thank you. Rosa, it is odd because you've heard her laugh before, and it's been much nicer. It sounds like if you heard a snarling shark laugh, and it is not exactly pleasant. But she is on the ground currently, laughing.
Now, would everyone who has fought with me before know not to hit her? Just curious.
I don't know if you've ever used hideous laughter before, so I don't think so.
I feel like I have, but a long, long time ago, because I don't use level 1 spells very often.
I'll allow anybody who wants to make a history check to attempt to remember that.
Don't
Could
do
she not
that.
just say it? I mean, does
I mean,
Hideous
you
Laughter
can
have a
say
verbal
it.
component?
Yeah.
Well, I'll think it in the sending stone. or
I've
is that
never
an
seen
action?
Ezra use a level 1 spell.
Casting sending is an action, so
Damn it.
you can't
I
use
just
that.
don't want this shark to hear "Don't hit her." Although I don't want him to hit her and hurt her.
You don't know if you've seen this before or not, but
I'll
You-
just
They're
say, I'll
also
just say
like
don't hit her.
rabid right now. Like,
yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Don't hit
Not
her.
you
Bloodlust.
don't see a whole lot of intelligence behind their eyes. I will say that.
I'll just say don't hit her loud enough so people can hear.
Beautiful. All right, Victor. It is now your turn. I hope your headphones are still are now working.
They're working, but not very well. But
Oh, that sucks.
we're going to Best Buy tomorrow to exchange them.
Nice.
My cat chewed a hole through these. Can I get a new one?
I don't even think it's that, because I changed the jack and I updated my drivers. So unless it's the other cord in the headphones, I think it might just be like the internal
Huh.
part. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Look at you. You're right next to him. Get him.
Yeah, Victor, you're right next to him.
that guy.
Both of them.
Yeah, bro.
Right
Don't hit
now,
the other one.
yeah, right now Rosa is under the effect of hideous laughter. So
He's still
you
fucking
heard,
funny.
yeah,
He just fucking
right
said
after Ezra said, "Don't hit them," I'm gonna hit it.
Got it.
Didn't Abe also say that before? Didn't he
I'm
tell
not
us
going
that?
to. but-
Abraham,
Didn't he?
Non-lethal
I don't think he
damage.
said anything
Yeah,
because his
that-
turn has not come up yet.
Oh,
But
I thought
he
said
did say
before
that he was
finish.
going to do non-lethal damage
Oh,
to
okay,
me,
okay.
which means that nobody else
Oh,
knows
I
that.
thought he was saying it to the. Okay. Gotcha.
He said don't hurt him.
I thought.
to
I
he
would
said
imagine.
to
I would
all
imagine he
of
would have
them.
said that.
Yeah.
Or hurt them
He did.
softly.
Yes, heard them. He did. He didn't say. He basically said, "Don't kill them."
I'm just gonna stand here, staff in hand,
Okay.
just watching.
So, I would recommend not just watching. If you want to, you can take the dodge action, which would give anybody who's attempting to attack you disadvantage.
I would love to.
Then please. All right.
We
Is
use
that
that enough.
is that
Or
your
especially
turn?
me.
Yeah, because like I don't want to hurt
Move,
him.
bitch. Get out the way.
Yes. So
So,
the reason that you have not done it very often, Snack, one, you might not know about it, but also the dodge action is only really good if you don't want to deal damage, but you also don't want to take damage. Are you leaving the vicinity of these
I see.
creatures? Victor?
Well, you're just more likely to.
I guess I was within 5 feet, so
You
no,
were, yes.
I'm not. And I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Take the
Just
dodge
like
action,
this.
and you are still in close proximity.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't fault you for wanting to leave their vicinity. It could be bad. You don't know.
George trying to give us these big gifts.
It's a big shark crab guy. What could happen?
If it is bad, I'll be alright.
Okay. Understood. All right. It is Harbor's turn now. He is going to take some reckless attacks, which means that your disadvantage and his advantage cancel each other out, which is good.
But that also means that attacks against him are made with advantage.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean.
Recklessly!
Mm-hmm. 26. Does that hit you? I should not have done it with... you know what? You know what? Scratch that. Does a 15 hit you? Because it should not have been with advantage.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Ah! Hold on.
15.
No.
Okay.
He's got dragon armor, man.
He does. 24. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Dang it.
I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, friend.
Okay. You betcha. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, 13 is not a success. You are going to take off of this claw attack because you notice. Holy cow! Holy cow, Steven! Holy cow!
I didn't even do anything.
I don't
barely
know.
Put a log on the fire. I'm sorry.
I didn't even do anything. I barely put a
Oh,
log on
no.
the fire. Oh, that's.
We just have to turn him so far down, and then when he talks, I'm like, what did he say? What did he
Yeah,
say?
yeah. What is he doing? What did he say?
I can't
As
hear
soon
it.
as I leave the computer, I'll put myself on mute.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, let me get to this real quick.
I am sorry, Steven. I had to mute you earlier.
It's okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm loud.
It's,
that's okay.
It is
It's
what
like,
it
oh
is.
my You're flaring up my tism, you know. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, I need you, real quick, which it looks like the only one you'd be able to hit is him. But I need you to make a well, actually. Never mind. It's just gonna have you swing wildly because it can't make you move, but it can make you make a melee attack with your reaction. So
Right.
basically your reaction is expended. And I would like you to take
Wait,
how
does
much
he
is
actually swing wildly, like at the air?
yeah.
All right.
You're also going to take this and yeah, he didn't roll very well for his claw, but you are taking a total of 18 points of damage. The last 12 is psychic.
Word. Okay.
He's going to make one more claw attack at you. 21.
Wait a minute. Sharks have claws?
It's a crab
You
shark.
literally you watch as the his hands, you see the scales grow larger, and then you see his fingernails basically snap out into not claws, but these large razor-like shark scales.
Got it.
And the
As he's
21 does
coming
hit,
down with his
correct?
Second, yeah, it does. With his second attack.
What
Can I
was?
just be like,
Yeah, go ahead.
as he's like coming down with it, can I just be like, hey, that's not cool, man?
You can. Whether that does anything for you or not, we will see. Never, because it doesn't. Sorry.
Vic, what is your AC with that floating shield and your armor?
He has
Oh, we
not-
don't count the floating shield.
Yeah,
bro. We don't
yeah,
use that thing.
yeah, because he hasn't used.
It's just in his backpack.
Hey, Victor, remember that you have a floating shield in your backpack that you've had
Oh,
since like level 5. Like, I swear to God, it's like one of the
Damn,
first
that's not
items we
bad.
got.
I forgot all about that. I've been smoking too much pipe weed.
To be fair, I have given you guys way too many magical items. It is hard to remember them.
I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago when the floating shield was given and promptly forgotten about.
I would also love you to make a wisdom save for me. For the
my
same psychic damage that you took earlier.
Plus 10, actually do something for me, please.
That would be
There you go.
great. That would be great.
Oh, 27.
Oh yeah, plenty. You do not take an extra 2d12 psychic damage. With that, the turn of this creature is over. And it is now Apple's turn.
Wah wah wee wah.
Wah wah wee wah.
Alrighty.
Oh!
Oh, I wanted to move my turn so bad.
You wanted to move your turn?
I've got a whole idea for my turn, and I'm just very excited for it.
Hey, you and Snack should go at the same time.
Take our turn together.
I mean, I can instantiate that rule. I have no problem with it.
Hey, Torn, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, the Ivory Star's grasps. This wonderful little homebrew that you gave me. It's heat death feature, right? So it does say on a creature, but I know that this is your homebrew, so
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna ask you.
Yes.
Would it also apply to objects?
Let me read it, and then I will get back to you.
Or I guess could it also apply to objects?
Let me see, and I will let you know. Because, as we all know, it's been a while, and I need to remember.
But also back to Apple's turn.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But also,
Although this will allow me to know if I should rethink my plan.
I will say, yes, but, and this is a but, this is a thing worn by a creature, and much like anything else that I've had during this campaign, if you're going to attack something that is targeted on a creature, it is going to be with disadvantage. So yes, you can, but it will be with disadvantage.
Oh, then I got you, buddy.
Good thing that this man is reckless.
No, I got you.
I think it's
I'm
just
gonna-
attacks against him have advantage, not like you want to hug him.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Fairy Fire in this here cube.
What?
So
I
that,
don't see
you
the
can get
cube. Oh, there it
advantage
is.
on that.
There it is.
It's
Oh,
green.
sorry, it's green.
It's
my
yeah.
apologies.
So it was just very hard for me to see.
Sorry.
It's fine. I see it
Sorry.
now. I see it now. I got it.
There you
So
go.
the
Yes,
thing
yes,
about
yes,
advantage
thank you,
Oh,
and
now you
thank you,
disadvantage
thank you.
is that there's no such thing as overriding disadvantage. If there's one source of disadvantage or advantage, it cancels out all other instances of
Yes. Yes.
the other.
Oh.
Yes. So yes, if
Right.
there's one advantage and one disadvantage, then those cancel each other out. If there
Either way.
is advantage, and there's disadvantage, still, it's just a normal attack thing. It doesn't
I'll
matter
be
how
attacking-
many.
I'll be attacking with disadvantage at normal, and all you will just be able to do your thing. Enjoy
All
that
right,
fairy
well-
fire. It still works.
It works for most people.
If they fail to save. It is a what save again?
Dex 19.
Dexterity. Okay. If it's a dexterity save.
I figured he was a big hulking giant. He
Yes,
wouldn't do well.
he does
she
have
is
advantage
prone.
on dexterity saves.
And
She
she's
is
just gonna be
prone.
fired.
We will see. We will see. I can't remember what dexterity saves and prone how they interact with each other.
Because
Alright,
she is
I gotta get a baby. I'll be right
incapacitated,
back.
she automatically fails, I believe.
Beautiful. Well, an
Oh, we
incapacitated.
didn't want to do that.
So, an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. So that's not correct.
Oh, well.
But let me check prone to make sure that does not help with the dexterity. Prone movement option is to crawl. Attack roll against creatures have advantage. Creatures has disadvantage on attack rolls. There is nothing saying that they fail dexterity saves. So,
Sorry
it is
about
just
that.
going to be
Unless hideous laughter
It is
says
just going to be
something.
normal. Yeah, unless it does. I don't think it does though. Let me roll.
I
back
think
up.
I was mixing it up with like paralyzed or stunned.
Yeah, no worries. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration of the creature within until the and each time it takes damage, the target can make another. Okay, so yeah, it might give advantage on her. It is hard to say at this moment, but she is going to make a dexterity save regardless. She fails. We will see. He has advantage. 2, and then KH1.
Yes, you are.
Meow.
Cat is meowing like crazy.
13.
my
I
cat,
don't believe
and
that
she-
saves against your DC either. If I'm correct.
10 out of
Fairy
10.
fire.
Fire.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry. I had
Fairy
to
fire.
Fairy
Yeah, they
fire
both
saving
fail.
DC.
Yes,
They both fail.
Yep, 11.
Yes. Okay. They will then have fairy fire on them. So, what do we want to use for that? I have not put that in. So, fairy fire.
Can you
What? What?
I was just gonna say, can you post what fairy fire does?
You get
Throw it
advantage
on the
on the
screen
attack.
there.
Yeah.
What if-
Since they both failed, you have advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah, attack rolls
You're
made
welcome.
against people who fail.
But it doesn't like linger, so anyone that enters it, it's not.
No,
No,
it's just
it's
a
a
one-time
blast.
burst of fairy fire.
Okay.
They're just like outlined now in pretty colors.
They're sparkly,
Yeah, they're
highlighted.
sparkly.
Yeah.
All right.
There's-
Yes, they are both in fairy fire mode as
Amazing.
Fairy fire mode.
hmm
I picture lots of Tinkerbells just flying around on the
They're all like
It is
rainbow.
whatever Apple wishes it to be because it is his spell.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Get back to us.
Yeah.
The end. Understood. Umber, it is his turn.
Do I do his number?
If you want to, but I'm not gonna. I can tell you that much.
Ooh,
He's like,
let me do
"You-
it.
You control the
I just wasn't sure. The last time we were in a fight, he was controlling numbers.
I
so-
know.
I did, but now I have given everyone else the option to do so, and I will leave that option with you because I am not taking it back.
Could he do non-lethal?
Yeah,
Or is-
I mean, if you command him to do so, he is a very smart boy.
He's the best boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, I haven't read his stuff. Sorry.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
Item.
Yeah, he's got a good amount of stuff he can do.
Got porcupine quills. He's probably got
Heavy,
so
isn't
many
he?
cool things.
Is he
It's
heavy?
obsidian bristles.
Uh-huh.
You should just stare at him with those fucking eyes. It'll burn a hole through him.
I could use all three.
Let me make sure, but I
Bite,
think so.
Claw, and so multi-attack. Umber can
Oh,
use bite,
yes.
claw, and tail.
Then
That is
yes,
fun
I
to
have
do
I
the
have already
multi-attack.
yes, I know you know that.
All right, he's gonna.
I see a Victor.
Fish face.
He's gonna go
Fish face?
push.
Hello.
Oh,
The
thank you.
kitties are running around right now, but when they
Meow.
get back, I will show them.
Beautiful.
He's gonna go take on the big guy.
All right.
I feel like he would do that.
Okay. I mean,
because he's a
he is very protective, and the biggest one is the most threat. Yes.
so multi-attack, but non-lethal.
Yeah. As long as you have given that command to him, which might have to happen on your turn. So maybe not this attack, but
Okay, I don't
this.
think he's gonna be able to take him out anyway.
No,
So.
no, I highly doubt that.
All right. Let me see if this works. Yes. Okay. There's the first one.
Attack 25, 10 piercing. Yeah, 25 hits. He has advantage, so you can make sure that's not a natural 20 if you want to.
Is he a creature? If a target is a creature, it must
Ye-
succeed a DC 16 strength.
Yes,
which I'm
he is a
pretty sure
creature.
Probably has good strength.
He does have good strength,
Or
but
he would be knocked prone.
yes, I will
didn't even
roll
know
a
that.
strength save for him. What? Didn't know what?
I didn't know that. Is he rolling with advantage?
Yes.
Should I roll again to make sure it's not a 20?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
That's
Done that
I have let you know that already, but yes, you can. Oh, it's the same roll.
It's the same.
Time well spent.
Of course, it very much
I'm
is.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
I bet she was reading when you said that.
Probably.
It might have been while I was gone.
It's totally fine.
Just said it.
It's totally fine.
Sorry. I
It's
couldn't-
totally fine. Oh
I
my
think you were reading.
goodness. Yeah, he does not fall prone. You watch as
Still
Umber
taking that
bites
damage, though.
and attempts to drag down, and this creature it looks less like he's a creature, more like he's a wall because he does not move an inch. Nothing. There is nothing.
I'd rather you do your 2 nat 20s on that move, honestly.
Absolutely.
He
Rather
still
than
takes the
him
damage.
attacking something else.
He
Yeah.
still takes the damage.
Yep. It is piercing damage, however, so he takes half of 10.
Well, still damage. I'm gonna climb.
Okay.
A 19.
19 hits. He is going to take 5, rounded down to 2.
And the tail is also slashing as well. Which I'm coming for next.
Yes, I figured. 17 barely hits.
Okay, his AC is 17, everyone.
Why is that? He's got so many points on it.
Got a giant sweater.
20.1.
Who is
Yeah.
talking as Umber? You are
Hey,
not
you-
Umber.
You were rolling as Ezra. You were rolling
yeah.
as Umber.
Oh,
Mika,
Oh,
me
me
tail.
too.
it's hard for me to like remember to switch it while
Switch
I'm in the
back.
character sheet. I feel like it should automatically switch when you're in a different
would-
character's
I
character.
mean, it would make more sense.
That would make sense.
I mean,
yeah, but
so
then-
technically, you can see when you roll claw, right underneath it is Umber. So it is saying Umber is doing it. It's just not, in that way.
You're not in the, yeah.
It's like Ezra's telling him to.
Basically.
I'm like, go fight.
Go fight.
I don't think she'd be saying that though.
So here's the thing. Don't diagonal that. It is a cube. It is going to be a cube. Do not make it a diamond, please.
Dude,
Thank you.
don't diagonal that. What's to make a diamond?
Snack, it is your turn. Abraham and Snack, you can use your turn at the same time if you would like to.
Is it just because we rolled the same?
Yep, I'm just going to instantiate the Albion rule. It's fine.
Goddamn.
Well, I was gonna basically do what you were talking about doing, Abe, which is, or Isaiah, is I was gonna, because she's prone, right? So I was gonna run up to her and try to investigate her collar as well. Was my thought.
Sure, you can move for her, and I'll move for Harbor,
Okie dokie.
who is attacking recklessly and very fired.
So
yeah, I'll
let's
move
see.
5, 10, 15,
So
20. I don't even need to move around her. She's prone and incapacitated. She's not.
I mean, yeah,
You
and if you end your turn within
could,
5 feet of her, then you don't have to worry about initiative. But she will take an attack with... Wait, incapacitated. Let me see. She can't take an
she's
opportunity
laughing.
attack because
She's
she's got a
laughing.
reaction that's gone.
She laughing.
She laughing so hard she can't even hit
You
you.
can work on her.
I'm
I'm gonna work
just
on her.
so hilarious.
Can't take actions
That's
or
okay,
reactions.
Alfred.
She's prone and basically useless right now, which is great.
So I
Honestly,
would like to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
You
so
got.
yeah. Go,
Oh.
go, go, go.
Do
Do
you
it.
mind if I go first? Since I've got a whole plan.
Oh
It'll be
yeah.
great.
Yeah. No, that.
All
I,
right,
I probably would watch you, and I'd try to do the same thing if possible.
Because Harbor is still very much up and very much not able to just kind of be handled at all.
Yeah, I mean, you watched
Um,
Umber attacking him and basically doing nothing. It
My
did not hurt
plan
him very much at all.
Is to go for the so Abe's gonna kind of come in and he's gonna try to start jabbing at the stone necklace on or collar.
Yes,
on
since he has
Harbor.
attacked
Aim
recklessly,
for that
the
glowing stone.
disadvantage and advantage will cancel each other out.
All right, so it's just a normal every start grasp. Does a 30 hit?
Does it? Does it?
A 30?
Does it?
Hey, we're allowed to do it too.
Absolutely, it does.
Oh my gosh.
So that to the gem is going to deal 10 bludgeoning damage and 4 cold.
It deals 8 cold.
Oh.
That's 18 points of damage.
All right.
To the
Okay.
gym.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To the gym.
The gym. Work out at the gym.
So, I will make a second attack.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Absolutely.
All right, so that's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning and
10.
5 doubled to 10.
23 points.
23 points.
You do not have to make the third attack, as you watch the 2 strikes pinpointed into the gem's forefront. You watch the gem start to crack and then start to glow brighter. I would like Abraham to make me an insight check real quick.
Come on, you got it. Come on. Oh,
15.
Not bad. Not bad.
You understand what is about to happen just as it does. Harbor's head explodes,
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Ah!
and he falls to the ground.
Okay, not that.
Don't
Not that.
tinker
Oh,
with the
man.
gem.
I'm not definitely not gonna come.
Clint is a bastard.
I'm sorry,
Aw.
buddy.
It's the death.
He's dead.
That's
I'm sorry.
oh,
I'm
poor
having a hard
Abe.
time separating Clint from Torin right now.
Oh, oh, that's gonna make Abe so upset too. Oh my god. Oh, he's trying to
I
do
know
it.
Matt.
just
I know
covered
Matt
in
doesn't mean
blood.
that. I have no
I didn't mean
I
it
have
that
no
way.
hard
I didn't mean
feelings.
it that way.
Okay.
He knows I wouldn't say it that way. You remember the Kingsman when Samuel L. Jackson blows up all the
Yes.
people's heads?
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
As it does, Abe is just standing there with eyes wide and jaw slack, like I imagine blood splatter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, oh,
Everyone who
yeah.
is within 5
Wow.
feet has been coated in gore.
Oh.
Do it again. Spend a key.
It was a protective measure.
Oh my
He
god.
didn't want them to just destroy the necklace that was on their
Jeez.
person.
Oh my well, after Snack
Torn,
sees
you're gonna
that
make me
happen.
fucking sob. I'm imagining.
I know, no kidding.
No, I'm imagining right now her laying on the ground, laughing as she watches her friend's
Mhm.
head explode.
Yep. That is what is happening in this current
Oh
moment.
God!
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I hate you
sad.
so much, Torn. I love you, but I hate you. Why you do this to me?
Because Clint wants to traumatize everyone he meets.
I'm sorry I did this to everyone.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
did.
It's not you. It's
Yes,
not
you
you.
did.
It's the Orzov. They do this to everyone, man. Listen,
Gwen
they
was
took my wife, they
a-
killed my wife, and then
There,
they go in
there
with this
are
asshole.
bad people in Ravnica right now, and you guys are attempting to rid the world of at least one right now.
I think it's time for me to take a shit.
Maybe.
I'll be right back.
All right. See you later.
Double flushing.
Second flush. Yeah.
Second floor.
Second flush.
Yeah,
All right.
We have fun, don't we, Joe?
Abraham, you do have one more attack if you'd like to use it.
I will trade my attack for an attempt to grapple.
or a tie.
You can.
Roll.
Roll. Yes.
Yeah,
Roll
roll.
an athletics check. She cannot technically take actions or reactions, so I'm gonna say this just succeeds.
And he's not hurting her. So.
Nope.
Well, that's good because my athletics sucked. Nice. Wait, hold on. I can add a D4 to that.
It's true.
It's a 12.
Well, you have a 12 there right now. We'll see how it goes from then on when she is no longer under the effects of Tasha's hideous laughter, if that comes to pass.
Okay, so her speed is reduced to 0. Attacks are made with advantage. Although she's already very fired.
Very fired and hideous laughter. So
yeah, I'm essentially attempting to hold her in place for serendipity.
yes, to examine the necklace further.
Yeah, since I saw how attacking it did not.
No, in
Go-
fact, it had
go
the
well.
opposite effect of what you wanted.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So, oh, wait a minute. I can't remember which one tells me stuff. Is it identify or is that the spell that?
Identify will tell you basically the
Like-
description of the magical item.
Yeah,
It'll tell you
so
what it
there's
is.
that, and there's also legend lore. Legend lore is the one if you want to know the deep history of the item. Or
would that
creature
include, like-
or object, it doesn't matter what it is. If you cast it
Yeah.
upon that thing, it will tell you.
But does that include anything like how to dismantle it or to anything like that?
It could. It is a legend after all.
Okay. Well, so I guess would you let me do? Well, I guess that'd be two things. I was gonna say, can I investigate and then cast that, or would it just be? Two
So
actions.
I have allowed most people to use perception, investigation, and all of that just as kind of a free action on their turn. I am fine with doing that here.
Okay. Because maybe I can glean more.
You're just using your eyes.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
if you discern something as you are, able to act upon it, I'm fine with that. I also will allow, most of the creatures that I run, they will do
To do
perception
that
checks
same thing.
or they will do
Yeah.
investigation checks, and that does not require an action, though technically in the rule set for D&D, like, dragons have the ability to, as a legendary action, perceive someone, because technically it takes an action to do that. But I feel like that just slows down the game a whole hell of a lot, and I don't really want to do that.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, then I will attempt to investigate this collar.
With a 24,
Can I do the D4 thing
yes, you may.
too?
Okay. With a 26. You look over the collar and you see a veritable amount of runes lining the collar all the way back. There is no clasp in the back. There is just that gemstone in the front. And there is, even with your investigation check, there is no visible way to take the collar off. The runes, it looks like, are in... You know deep speech, right?
Yes.
You can read this. You look across and see that the runes are telling a story. I will say for this first turn, you can read the first half, because even though she is, laughing on the ground, she is squirming quite a bit. You can make out the right half or the left half, depending on which one you want to read.
And Abe's holding her as still as possible too, right? Like he's
Correct. And for the athletics check,
So-
maybe we will say that is a check to see how well he
How
is
well?
keeping her down.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Right now, it's not very well.
Okay. Okay.
Which side would you like to
will-
read?
The left, please.
The left. The left seems to be the start of it. You can see that it reads down its left side. Whoever so bears this mark will do so until death. That is the first.
What was the last part? We'll do so
Only there
until
were,
death.
Passing
Until
by
death.
group of powerful magic users that could take magic away from such items. Imagine.
Imagine
Couldn't
dispel magic.
be the mud bunnies. Haven't dispelled one magic. Whole
Nope.
campaign.
Nope.
I
Which
keep bringing it up.
it's
They
so.
never dispel anything.
I mean, it's honestly kind of a testament to what just happened. You didn't use magic. You just tried to take it off with destroying it. And hey, look at that!
It didn't work.
No,
Have a
it might have had a
Did
reverse
really
effect.
bad, yes.
Brute force is not the answer here.
Sometimes it is not. It is now her turn. She's going to make.
Sometimes you hit the
Wait,
glowing
no, she
weak
can't
spot,
until
and
she
the
is
head
damaged,
just
correct?
explodes.
So were you saying I couldn't investigate and cast something?
Oh,
That- I
you
was
can
gonna
cast if you would
something
like
too.
to. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna cast legend lore
Okay.
with the crystal.
Wisdom saving throw or fall prone and able to stand up. for the
It's
duration.
ninth level. So I don't know if I click. Do I
Okay,
click?
so at the end of her turn, she can make a save. She's going to try to make a save. But before that happens, I'll roll it so that I don't forget about it. But ooh, that was close to a natural 20. So with Legend Lore, You see in your mind's eye as the object in question takes you back to its creation. You can see it rolling out of this arcane obelisk of some sort. The machine is kind of obfuscated just by the memory of it. But you can see clearly on either side there is Clint as well as someone you do not recognize. They are wearing what looks like some sort of black veil across their face. You hear Clint, and you're sure this does what you say. Brings out someone's more bestial reptilian brain when certain circumstances are met, and that I can name these circumstances, correct? You hear one voice. Yes, that is the least it can do. And a second voice. It also makes sure that anyone who defies you as you have wanted, desired, they will be met with swift retribution. Do you have something I can test this on readily? Yes, we have that. Bring them forth, please. And you watch as a elderly gentleman is brought forth. Seems to be of elven lineage. You can tell by the pointed ears. The collar is placed around. And he speaks a word. Do you know Elven? Snack?
Elven?
Elven.
Did you say Elven?
Yes.
No, I do not know.
You do not recognize the word, though. With your intelligence, you could probably replicate at least the sound it made. Dulevan. And as he speaks that, the person goes into a more bestial mode, and you watch as it literally starts to try and tear at the necklace, and you watch it glow brighter and brighter until the explosion happens.
So
And
the
you-
creature was trying to grab at its own neck to take
yes,
the collar
like
off?
get rid of the collar.
Okay.
And that is what caused. And you assure me there's no way to take this off once it is put on. Yes. By most any means, it is not able. Barring some divine intervention or works that are beyond most realms. Well, I thank you very much. You have already given me proof that it does at least half of what you say. So, I trust that the rest is in your capable hands. He would also speak its name. Severus Vulcan. And that is the end of Legend Lore.
Will you say the name again? Or type it in?
Severus Vulcan, I can do so. Give me 1 moment.
Were those two other voices coming underneath that black veil? Coming from the same space?
That was kind of hard to see. It seemed like they were standing out of, just like away from Clint himself, like they were being cautious of anything. Like they it seemed almost like they had thought of some kind of divination magic being cast on him, and or maybe just on individuals they interact with in general, and stayed far away.
Oh, I put down Snape. Just kidding.
I mean, I understand. All right. She rolled and she did not make the check. So she is still laughing. Valsul, it is your turn.
She's still laughing.
She's still laughing, rolling around on the ground as her friend's head has been exploded and she is covered in it.
Abe's trying to hold on to her.
And Abe's trying to grab
Trying,
her.
and I
And
mean,
I'm
she is
trying
definitely
to grab
jostling around. He has some kind of grip on her, but not a very tight one. You can see even on Abraham's face, like he is in shock right now.
Oh, poor buddy. And Snack is trying to grab on too?
She is not more so. She is like curling away hair to make sure she can see the collar around the neck, and you can see that she is like mouthing something, trying to read through what incantation might be upon this thing, as well as you watch a amethyst stone that she carries float up above her for a little while, glow and pour out this purple energy, and you watch her eyes turn purple for a moment as she is attempting to glean as much information as possible.
Okay. I want to cast Entangle.
Okay. That is a fairly large area. Where do you want to cast it?
Okay. I have this ready.
Yeah.
This is me that did the block.
Yes,
shit.
I figured.
But it wouldn't let me. That's a big block.
It is. That's why I say, don't diagonal it. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
You can see that, right?
Yes, it covers everybody in the area, so please everyone make me a strength saving throw.
That's not my strong suit.
It is a DC 17 from your friend Valsul. Umber looks like he's good.
No, that's actually mine. I was also as
Goddamn, why is everyone as Umber?
I don't know, because Umber's a good boy, and everybody wants to be a good boy.
Yeah, Umber's a good.
I don't know where my saves are.
For Umber,
Yeah.
they're in a. So there may not be any for Umber.
Okay.
There is. Oh, they should be popping up right underneath his stats if there are any.
I don't see any.
Okay, then just roll one of the stats, which is strength. So just roll strength as a flat number, which means that you just go to the modifier and click it. An 11 does not succeed against a 17. 10 also does not.
Is he not proficient in any of
Not
the
yet.
saves?
No, it would come up just below if he was proficient.
Okay.
I'll make sure that maybe.
He's proficient
does.
in athletics.
Yes, no, he is not proficient in any saves yet.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so that is. She also needs to make a strength save. It's just not with disadvantage or anything. So let's see. Yeah, her d20 plus this.
Damn
I mean,
her.
yeah, she's she's laughing, but she is also ripping around enough to not be entangled.
Do I also have to? Is it everybody
It
in this
is
purple
everybody in the square. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the square.
Okay. Then give me +2. And what kind of save is it? A strength?
It is a yes, strength saving throw.
Okay. Not my best saving throw.
No, and as a rogue, that makes sense.
Right?
But you rolled very well, and
Oh,
you
yes.
beat a 17.
This is true.
Apple also needs, and he already did. It's just throwing me off that Mahogany is right there. Okay.
Changed back.
I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Victor failed.
Yeah.
Ezra failed. No, Umber failed. Ezra, did you? You don't have to roll. So
Yeah, I'm far away.
we good. We know that Umber
That's
failed.
everybody.
We know that Victor failed, and that's it. Ishmael, it's your
What's up,
turn.
guys?
Oh, but
No, never mind. You use your action. You have a bonus action and movement.
I have a bonus action of my hunter's mark, and I'd like to place it on this lady.
All right, you
Rosa?
put your hunter's mark onto Rosa.
At least we can find her. She runs
Oh
away.
yes.
Trying to get back into the habit of hunter's mark.
That's
Oh, yeah.
good. That's
Yeah,
so
see,
good.
that's one thing that even as a ranger in the other campaign, I rarely use hunter's mark because my bonus action is always taken up by my draconic companion.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
That's a good point.
That's true.
Who happens to deal a d6 damage?
Yep. So my hunter's mark
Yeah,
basically means
it is.
nothing. It's like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Silly.
Okay. Are you done, Vasul, or
That's
do you
all.
want to move?
Yes. I'm done. Thank you.
Also,
wanted to practice hunter's mark.
I'm not gonna have you roll initiative for Ulunker Ilug. Do you want him to do anything?
Oh yeah. Hell
He's
yeah,
your
boy.
Shadow Knight or something.
5, 10. What's
Oh,
his
here he-
movement?
Here he goes.
30. It's 30. So it would be
20.
6 spaces.
And once he gets in here, he's got to do a saving throw, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's when
guess
so
after?
no. The
It's
entangle
after.
It'd
when
be
it
after.
when it produces itself, it causes everybody to make a saving throw. But when you're moving through it, I believe it's just your movement is halved, and there is a strength save, a strength check tied to it. A creature restraint. Oh, but that's a creature restrained. So yes, you're just halved in your movement.
Okay. Well, we'll go right there.
All right.
And that's
Ishmael.
his turn.
Beautiful. That's
I
his
love
turn.
this little guy.
Yes, you had to get rid of your ghost, but now you have another because you pulled from the deck.
Yeah.
Ishmael.
My ghost.
I know your spirit.
Oh,
He died a lot,
He did.
but he did
But he,
keep you safe.
he always came back though.
He
he
did.
saved my life.
He
a few
saved
times.
us.
Literally,
Yes.
literally. That when you guys were at like level 3, it saved you from, I
Mm.
will not lie to you, a CR9 creature that was just like
Oh my god.
hanging out right next to you.
Torin, why are you putting that big of a creature down?
Spoilers,
time ago,
the
too.
Titan battle that you guys saw between two creatures, that was a CR16 and a CR15 creature that happened. The Kaiju battle. So
The kaiju.
y'all just kept on going. It was like, oh, okay. But anyway.
We're not getting in the middle of that. I can
Yeah, we
tell
don't
you.
want to be in
No, you
that.
didn't, which was good. Good idea, but you did help the one that should have won, which is great. Okay, Ishmael, it is your turn. Or should I say Ishamel? You're muted, by the way.
He's like, I finally was sparing y'all from my noises.
I know.
And now you
tell
want me to
be
talk.
quiet, now you tell
Yeah,
me
and
to
now
be
It's
you
your
tell me
turn.
to
You
be-
need to talk.
It's my turn.
There he is.
I look back at Vasul and be like, what the fuck?
and I fly over here.
Yes,
My attack-
you fly, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
My favorite part about being a fairy.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, anyways, Ishmael, what are you doing? You have been told don't hurt her.
Kill her.
I've been thinking about it. 13 on 1,
Don't
baby.
do
Let's
it.
do this.
13 on.
Ezra's gonna be mad at you.
I mean, I think
take
I think you'll make an enemy out of a few people if you do kill her.
13 on 1, let's do
Rope.
it.
And I'm gonna tie this bitch up.
Yeah.
Make me so for ropes specifically, unless you have some like knot tying ability
I'm
that
a
I don't know of.
sailor.
He does have a sailor
He's
background.
You do.
He's
How?
all
So what?
accounts, it
What does
makes
your
sense.
sleight of hand look like?
Oh, it's
I
not
wouldn't
good.
think
It's
it'd be
not
very
good.
high. Yeah.
Let's just do this. Let's make it a dexterity check with proficiency. So if you have one of those, just roll it, and we're gonna roll with that.
Dexterity with proficiency.
Yes. You could make it intelligence if you wanted to, but I doubt that your intelligence is better than your dexterity.
By 1. Dexterity.
Plus
Plus,
proficiency, which is plus 5. Okay. So 12.
That's fine.
Not terrible. You definitely know you've done better knots before. Her squirming is not helping.
50 feet of rope. It's like you don't even have to tie a knot. I just wrap it around her a million times.
Yes. You wrap it around her a bunch, but without a proper knot, her squirming is not allowing the... She's squirming a lot, and she's stronger than she looks. You having issues, but you can try again. She is still laughing. Ezra, what
Okay.
would you like to do? You
Oh,
are currently
laughter.
concentrating on Tasha's hideous laughter. Ezra! Ezra!
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Isaiah.
I don't. It's fine. I just. It's your turn.
She's tied up now.
She is tight. Not really. I mean, she kinda is. Kinda. Like the a
There's
rope has
rope
been
near her.
tied
She's got a bunch of
around her.
rope like
Like it's been
thrown around her.
coiled around her, but
Yank the
tied. She's squirming a lot.
So just so
Well-
I can picture this, Abe is holding her,
Yep.
and Ishmael is like coiling
Yep.
rope around
But
her.
none of them roll.
I'm-
Neither of them rolled very well, and so her
I know.
laughing and
So
squirming
her-
is
it's
literally
squirming.
just
It's-
ripping
so
out of
it's-
it.
Okay. So none of this is really
No, none of it's working yet.
gotcha.
Well,
Hey,
question.
she, why don't
Yes.
she make a save
Answer?
if she-
Could I try to help tie with a mage hand?
Help tie with a mage hand.
Could I
tie
help
the rope?
You
with
could
the rope
you could
with the
certainly
mage hand?
attempt to help. Yes. So you can use
Okay.
the help action. Like, oh, I need you to hold this knot here so that I can, tighten it. Basically, you put your finger
Put my-
here.
Put my finger there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll send out my mage hand.
Okay. Yes, you
I
use the
can't-
help action, and for whoever is going to tie the knot next, they will have an advantage.
My little mage hand.
Don't
says-
forget, y'all got a D4 as well because you ate at a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Victor, what are you doing? The person who, the harbor who clawed you is now deceased.
First thing I'm gonna do is look at his decapitated body and go, man, that wasn't cool either.
No, it was not.
Then I have none of this is gonna help. Dang. Okay. I'm going to assist Ishmael in tying her up.
So you do the help
Return
action
is
as well.
very far away, just letting you know.
So I'll just say this: you can produce the help action.
Can we just tie her up, DM? You're
You
killing
can you can help. You can help with the action. An instance of help is already happening, so I will say for the first instance, somebody will have advantage. For the second instance, somebody will have advantage. So it might be that many knots are tied on this person by the end of it. We'll see. Apple, it's your turn.
So what percent do we have her tied up?
I'm gonna say like 25% right now.
25%.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to help with that now, but it wasn't good to start out with.
And she's just LOLing right now?
Yep, rolling around on the ground, laughing her head off.
What?
Poor choice of words,
Hey, that was
but
too
that
soon,
was on
Torin.
purpose.
Sorry, I had
so-
to-
That was an uncalled for use of the term laughing her head off.
It was used.
That's
I
terrible.
don't know whether it was uncalled for. Sorry.
I stepped away for a minute. What are we tying her up for?
Just to try and get her more
To leave
incapacitated.
her restrained
Yes.
Because
so we can try to
Because
get
we
the
don't
collar
want to
off.
kill her.
Yeah.
so we
We're
can
not
try and what?
taking the
You-
collar off.
you
You
guys
can't
talk at the
take it
same
off.
time.
Didn't you hear the lore?
I had to get a baby.
It's okay.
No, I'm talking to fucking
Basically-
Isaiah.
Sorry, give me the cliff notes. Sorry,
So
I'm sorry, guys.
I punched the necklace of Harbor twice,
Yeah.
and then his fucking head exploded.
Cool.
So that's not a solution. So then Snack did legend lore on the necklace, found that Clint purchased it from a man named Severus Vulcan, and these are
Sure.
basically collar bombs that turn people rabid. And she was laying on the ground. I used my third attack to, my final attack to just like grapple her. Then Ishmael came over and started tying her up, but rolled a stinky 7. So like, yeah.
Would it be of any help if I cast Gaius on her?
It could be. You will need a minute to cast it, I believe.
I know, but she's getting tied up. She's laughing. She's not really
Right.
fighting
Yeah.
back.
It could be.
What spell?
Gaius. Geas.
Oh.
I took it when I was evil for a minute.
No, I'm back in my evil
Flavor.
phase.
Flavor. Yeah, I'm gonna cast that.
All right. You cast Gaius on Rosa. It has been started. If she is properly tied up, you will have a minute's worth of time, I assure you. So,
Love it.
it is now Umber's turn unless you have anything else, Apple.
I do not.
All right. Umber, you may go.
Can he roll another check to see if he can get
Get what?
untangled? He's
If he is tangled currently, yes. He can make a strength check. So if he has athletics, he can use it.
alright. Yes, does.
With a 25, he easily is able to push his way out of the vines that entangle.
He's gonna come back to me and kind of wrap himself around.
He is covered in crimson refuse.
He's gonna clean himself.
All right.
He'll do his thing. Even though he walked through water to get over here?
I mean, walking does not constitute, cleaning the entire body, unless, he rolled around in...
Well, there's vines in that area, so he probably didn't. Maybe he went out this way.
Okay.
I feel like he would want to be clean.
Okay.
Animals like being clean.
Yes, yes. And once again, he is a smart boy. He understands what is happening right here. And
Yeah.
being coded in this is not his idea of fun.
So that's what he's doing. He's cleaning
All right.
himself, taking a little bath.
Snack, it is now your turn.
That was some serious S's you had on that, Torn.
S.
Snack. Yeah, you were just
Snack.
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 Yeah, you were.
Serendipity. Snack.
You were right. Right.
S-s-s-s-s-s.
Yeah, snaky sounded.
S-s-s-s-s.
So well, I would like to do two things, but I would like to know if you'd let me do two things. So,
All right.
one is I would like to read the right side of Rose's collar, and the other thing I wanted to do was relay this information to those who are like right here can hear me, like
Right.
Abe and Ishmael and Victor, like all the stuff that what the collar says.
Like the
if they
keyword?
didn't know the legend,
I should have had Lexob do this much earlier, but
I was wondering if he was part of any of this. He's just
yeah,
standing
he would have had one of his golems at least try to use the sleep breath. So
I mean, he's not
um,
even in our initiative.
no, so
Guess he's just, like,
we'll
watching.
just do it right after your turn. It's just a lot of people, man, and I forget.
Oh, it is a lot of people. It is a lot of people. But I was wondering that.
Yes,
It's just
we'll
wondering
have
that.
the golem move up and try and use its sleep breath on the one who's still alive. And what are you doing, Snack? I'm so sorry. My brain was
Those-
occupied by the thought
That's
that
okay.
I...
Those were the two things that I was hoping to do: read the right side, and then also be able to convey this information
All right.
to everybody around me.
You are able to. There are enough people around you attempting to tie and hold down that I won't have you roll another investigation check. You can see it.
So I already know it says whoever so bears this mark will do so until death. And then the other side, the right side.
Unless divine word decrees it is not so.
Unless divine word decrees that it is not so. Is that what you said?
Yes.
And the word that was spoken in Elvish, in the legend lore
Mm-hmm.
vision,
Mhm.
that was the like a command to put the collar onto someone, right?
Not
what that
put
was
it,
for?
not put it on to activate the more reptilian brain in whoever
Oh.
wore it.
So somebody had to speak that then, right? Like, because earlier they were both fine. So someone said that to them.
It's possible somebody used the command word.
Did any of us hear that? Well, I
You
mean,
didn't
I mean,
hear
didn't
anything.
they also in the vision? Sorry, I wouldn't have this as Abe, but I'm just
Yeah.
as Isaiah. Didn't they say something about like setting conditions and stuff? Like they couldn't
did.
turn against him.
They did.
And I'm pretty sure they were like required to go rabid if there was a threat to Clint.
maybe that's what triggered it instead. I was thinking there was some kind of command word that was said because she said "I'm sorry" right before it happened, so it was like
Yeah, because I
she knew it was
wasn't-
coming.
I let them know that we were going to put their boss out of business, and then I
You
was
did
like,
say that,
getting to
yes.
saying like you don't need to help us.
Yeah.
Right,
And
but then
and she attempted to say something in turn and could not.
okay, so it's not so much. It's a threat against him would be triggered. Okay.
All right. During your guys' turn, so Snack, you have read this, and you can convey what you have been so far gleaning within 6 seconds, I will say.
Okay.
As soon as your turn ends, I will have the Eclipse Guard at least release its sleep breath. That way, she will have to make a Constitution saving throw. Let me make sure I am correct in that.
And under that hysterical laughing or whatever, she's still making saving throws or whatever it was.
She only has to make saving throws if she takes damage.
And at the end of her
Okay.
turn, she can
Okay.
make it at the end of her turn too. But her wisdom is not high, so she
Okay.
It
has not
guarantees she
succeeded.
loses the turn though. Like,
Gotcha. Yeah, where she's not able to.
Oh yeah. No, it's at the end of the
it's
turn.
lose turn,
Okay.
then
Then
Yes.
make this. Okay.
Oh my goodness, where is Eclipse? E. Where's E? There's. Okay. Let's put that out there so that I can read it. Okay, so DC 21. R. Let me make sure. Would she be proficient? Yes, she would. But she rolled poorly. She falls asleep. And the tying is immensely easier when she is not wiggling around and laughing. Now we can go out of initiative. Chaos can still be cast if you would like to do so.
DM, I have a
I
question. Since
have to
we
think.
are ending on my turn in the initiative, and I
Yes,
wait my turn to ask this, but
please.
is the collar still there
On,
post head pop?
yes.
I would like to loot the collar from Harbor's body.
All right. You do
and
see
stow it
that is
in my pack.
a cracked crystal as you go in and attempt to remove it from the body. You find that you need to make an athletics check.
.23, and I'll add my D4 to that. So 26.
As every muscle in your body attempts to wrench this collar from Harbor's neck, you find it does not budge. And you watch as the sigils around it glow as it is attempted to be removed.
You're just gonna like Medusa head with the whole thing in your bag.
Put the whole body in your bag.
I mean,
He's-
there's no
he's
head.
he
yeah.
is a
so.
large creature.
I thought his head
Portable
was
hole.
separated from his body.
Yeah,
No,
his,
it exploded.
His head is gone. It is
Like
debris
disintegrating.
now.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's not coming off, is what
It's
you're telling
not.
me. I thought
around
the
it.
text
Good music.
said
You're
that he
fucked
would
up.
bear it until he was dead. How much more dead does it want him to be?
Good question.
It does say that.
Cut,
Uh,
around,
we'll
cut
do
around
so
it.
until
This feels like false advertising,
Cut
honestly.
Yeah.
around it. Cut around it.
yeah, good enough point. You have it.
Oh.
Hell,
Yeah.
The persuasion check
Yeah.
worked. You rolled. You
Yeah,
rolled.
the
you rolled
persuasion.
high.
Manipulation, and he'll just give in.
False advertising.
My words. My words were my words, and therefore he is dead. You have the collar now in your possession.
Put it on.
I'm gonna stow
Put
it
it
in
on.
my pack.
Put it on.
Save,
What?
save it for a
Put it
special-
on.
Put it
on, you
on.
won't.
See how
No,
I
no, no.
Oh.
This little bit of jewelry is being saved for a very special person.
Mm-hmm.
Who
You.
could it be?
You now have a damaged reptilian collar.
That clothes Basul's aura for anybody else? The entanglement.
Oh, I can fix it. I think.
No, like I was able to close it out on my screen.
Yeah, you can.
No, it
you
didn't close it on mine.
you can. It's
No,
just that
it
trash
stayed.
symbol.
Yeah. I was just curious. What's up?
Wondering if
stayed.
it was like
It stayed.
individual.
It
or
is
for
individual.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
DM, will you allow Ishmael to have manacles on person?
Yes,
I
you
feel
are a
like
member of the
great.
Boros Legion. Yes.
Fucking A. Manacled. Mine's back.
All right. Yes,
feet,
you
hog tie,
you yes you
belly down,
you
can't
hog
breathe.
tie, manacle, and every other thing else you can to Rosa while she is asleep, and still laughing slightly since the concentration has not been lifted from.
Oh my
Previously.
gosh. What a weird
You
theme.
can lift it as soon as the Gaius is in effect.
All right, good job, team. 13 people took about 2 minutes. Take down one person.
Thank you, Ishmael, for the pep talk.
Got her. Got her. Good job.
It's much harder when you're attempting to not kill the
Not-
person.
Right? It is. You have to be more finesse.
Uh-huh.
More finesse.
Abraham, you okay? You okay, buddy? You just had a head explode in your face.
Several people.
You with me? You still
yeah,
here?
no kidding.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gore
Pretty-
is still covering Abraham and Victor
Pretty traumatic. Ugh.
and Rosa.
I'm just gonna
Aw.
As-
I hand him a handkerchief.
keep it. I'm fine, and I'll turn and walk
We're
towards
next
the
to
water,
a river.
Yes.
and I'll go wash myself in the river.
Do you fully submerge?
Sounds like a
That
trap.
feels like
Don't
a
do
really
it.
good
Yeah, it
point
kind of did.
question.
It did. I'm like, what's gonna happen to the collar?
I think it would be more of a like, let's run it up my arms and stuff, like splash my face. But no, I probably wouldn't like go fully
Alright.
under the water, just more so.
Understood. Yes.
Exactly.
You're able to walk down into the pool. It is about waist deep, and you clean yourself fully. It does
I really
take.
don't like this Clint guy.
Yeah.
Did
Join
your
the club, for sure.
little crystal tell you anything about how to take this thing off, Snack?
During the
Was it
legend
just,
lore, you did not get
yeah,
any
it-
inclination of such a thing.
I know. Other than the whole divine intervention, or
It's a
words
divine
that
word, right?
are beyond most realms.
Could be divine word as well. Yes.
Yeah,
Couldn't
it's
hurt.
true.
I'm just gonna say the word release in Celestial.
Roll me a d20.
Ooh.
What the hell? 13, 19? What? Ooh.
Oh,
is anybody-
yeah.
Is anybody else
That-
seeing that?
Yeah, I see that
What?
too.
I only see
What?
a 19.
I
Yeah,
only see
19
19.
makes sense
But
to
I
me.
see the die says 13, but in the chat it says 19. That's what I see.
The virtual die isn't always accurate,
No,
Yeah.
no. Okay. Anyways,
at least the way it renders.
with that, you do watch as the sigils dull for a moment, like flicker, but they don't fully power down. So it seems that you're
Dude.
close with your thought, at least.
Attempt to say, just because I don't know Sylvan. So what did you? What?
I
word
wasn't
did you
speaking
attempt to
Sylvan,
say?
I was speaking Celestial.
Oh, sorry. I meant celestial. That's what I meant.
It is the
So-
language of the angels.
So what word were you speaking?
Release.
So then Snack would try the same word, but in deep speech, just because the runes were written that way.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Again, 18 on the die, 8 on the frickin' whatever.
But see, I see 8 on the die and I see 8 in the chat, so that's weird.
I think
Yeah.
it's a desync thing.
It must
Maybe
be.
that's what
Let
it
me.
is.
Let me. I'll refresh.
incorrectly,
I'll refresh.
But it always.
But on the
renders,
person-
like, correctly on client.
For
side.
the person
Yes, the
that
text is fine.
ruled-
We'll just leave the text. Anyways.
That does make you go like, ah.
Yes. Yes. Anywho, with an 8. You don't see any flicker or glimmer of it seemingly to react to the word.
Well, maybe there's a chance with them written in deep speech,
There was. That's why you rolled.
but it's not divine. Yeah, no kidding. Not the divine word.
All right.
What kind of divine word would they be looking for?
Well, you definitely had better luck with.
Celestial, loosen.
Nothing.
Deactivate.
Nothing.
There's the sparkle.
Hey, so while we're chit chatting about this fucking necklace thing, this lady's getting away. Just letting you know, this is dumb.
Morbosa? That lady?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, like the whole thing that we're trying to do.
She'll
Got
be
distracted by these people.
Right?
your new friend will be unconscious at least for at least 2 hours. So
Plus, she's hogtied. She can't go anywhere.
I am just letting you know the information. It could be anywhere
Take all
from
of her
2 to
weapons,
8.
Take all of her important things.
Can I try and help
Help who?
Abraham,
So
Abe with
Okay.
my, languages? I have several languages.
I mean,
Nobody cares.
I-
Nobody
okay.
cares. Unbelievable.
Like, Morbosa's
Ishmael
leaving.
walks away.
Okay.
There he
Takes
goes.
all of her belongings.
Yeah,
and
you
walks
loot.
away.
You
How
are you
essentially
gonna get to Morbosa?
loot.
Lexov, let's go. These
The
fucking
only thing
people
you
are just
see
gonna
on her,
Stay here.
Oh my god.
the only thing you see on her is a like +2 greatsword, and that's about it. Like you could take her clothes if you wanted to, but
We are
That's-
not looting this person.
I'm just taking
Well,
her sharp
Ishmael did.
objects away so she can't cut the rope.
All right, fair.
Okay, let's
And
go.
then not give
Let's
it
go.
back.
Chop, chop. Come on.
Right, which is
She's also
basically
under
looting.
Gaius, so she can't do anything we don't want her to.
yeah,
No.
a minute has
Also
passed
take
by
her-
this point, and you have her under Gaius.
Oh, okay, so she can finally stop laughing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
she's
hideous
not
laughter can be
laughing
dropped.
anymore.
I mean, she didn't have to
She's
laugh
also asleep.
at all because she was unconscious. She can't do anything while she's asleep.
So what do we need from this person? Or
Rosa?
rather, or should I say,
We just didn't want her to
we
hurt
need-
us.
We need
We
nothing.
didn't. We didn't want her to hurt us, and we didn't want to
Absolutely
hurt her. Yeah, that's all we were trying to accomplish.
Lexov,
Yes.
do you speak Celestial?
Yes.
What kind of divine word do you think would deactivate a collar? I'm just
I-
asking for an outside opinion,
He
okay?
I
It'll
know,
take
I
he
2
just
seconds.
thinks for a moment.
If you need to go on ahead, I'm faster than most of you. I could probably catch up.
Given the information that Snack has given, he would say, well, I would assume that the divine word would either have to come from an absolutely divine source, or it would have to be a spell cast at such a divine level that it would remove the object. Whether that would be wish or simply a remove curse, I don't know. Either way, I have used up my 9th tier magics. as of today.
Right. Well, like you said, she's gonna be out for a while, so we can come back.
I mean, give them the chance to sleep.
Can
I
someone
might
put
be
a
able
blanket over Harbor at least? Like, can we not just leave her to wake up to her very headless friend?
We can use her for the next 30 days.
I really don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah, but also, Gaius, does that take concentration for those 30 days, or is it just on her now?
Nope. It's just on her. She
Okay.
cannot do anything we do not want her to do, or she
Understood.
will take 5d10 psychic.
Understood.
And she will also have her head blown up if she doesn't do what she's
Yep.
supposed
I mean, we'll just see whether Gaius or the caller beats out control.
to. So either
Accurate.
way, this poor person is getting harmed.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost like Clint is a royal bastard.
Yeah.
So I
All right, I'm
think we
gonna run
should-
into the
should we-
VIP
we
suite,
should at least
grab
use
the
her.
biggest bed sheet I can find, and cover him.
All right. You are able to do
Well,
so.
Tell her not to look at him. Do not acknowledge the body. Do not acknowledge in
Yeah.
anything.
That command
even bother.
is
Don't even worry.
it will be followed when
Yeah.
she's no longer asleep.
God, this is such a fucked up situation.
It is, isn't it?
But we can have her lead us directly to him.
And almost certainly get her killed. I think we just leave her here. Also, I don't want to carry her. She's unconscious.
And we can wake her up.
If it would help, one of my Eclipse Guard could take her somewhere. It would have to be towards the Orzhov, I believe, because if I tried to take them anywhere else, I'm quite certain my Eclipse Guard would be seen as a threat. But she can be back in my sect of the Tribunal for now.
Vasul, do you think that that would be a good idea?
Yes.
Well, if Vasul
Me
trusts
and,
it, then so
and
do I.
Ulanker believe this is a good idea.
Ulanker just nods. Anything you will, Master.
Apple,
It has
how
to be a
about-
good idea.
How about we simply command that while she may remain in this rabid state, she will not harm anyone or attempt to remove her collar?
Done. I say those things
These
to her.
commands have been spoken. Whether they are followed, we will see.
All right.
Let me
All right,
put her
Ishmael.
above.
You want to catch more Bosa? Where are we going?
No idea.
Good start. I mean, people like came out of the ground, right? Like, can we go back down?
The
like,
hole
from
is
where
still
Snap came
there.
up?
Like
Okay,
it
cool.
has
Hey,
been
Hey, I know a guy.
literally the sand around it has, it's not glass necessarily, but it's been like it's
Oh,
been
right, 'cause
corroded enough that it's just
Snack-
a cone into the earth.
Snack fucking busted that shit open.
Yeah, with 30 d6 acid damage, it is a hole in the ground.
All right. I would like to run up to this tree. Is it like a drop?
It's
with the hole?
so it's since it was sand, I'll say there's a little bit of a drop, but only like 10 feet. Most of it is like you slide down into this almost tar-like substance.
All right. So
That's
I'm
super
still
excited
going
about
to,
going back down to
I
pull out
don't blame you.
my
Yeah.
50 feet of hempen rope,
Mhm.
Whoa.
and I'm going to tie around this tree
Very nice.
and kind of toss it down into the hole, just as like an assistance on the way down. you
Okay.
know?
Yes.
It
Since
may
you
only be
are
10 feet, but,
Under
you
no
know,
pressure whatsoever, I will not have you roll for the knot tying. You can just have it tied around the tree.
Ishmael could just fly down there.
True.
not everybody can
Just
fly.
I
True.
know.
Don't
I
steal
mean, I
my
can slow
thunder.
fall.
Don't steal
Yeah,
my
you
thunder.
can. I'm not. I'm saying that you can. You can go check it out
I'll-
for all.
I was
He's just
totally
gonna-
going to, but you
Yeah,
ruined
he
it.
was just gonna
Oh,
fly everybody
sorry.
down piece by piece.
I'm sorry, Stephen. I'm sorry.
This
I
is
just
honestly probably
like
faster.
to think about you
It
doing
would be faster. There's no doubt about that.
this.
Here, I'll chuck the other end of my rope down the hole, and then kind of start waving my hand towards everybody, like, "Come on! We've got to get a move on if we're gonna catch her."
Oh, now he's in a hurry.
You rushed me.
All right.
You're
Well,
just
with
traumatized.
the entire party readying themselves to delve into the halls beneath the
Quite a bit of reluctance.
Crystal Crown's Rest, and with some reluctance with recent traumatic events, you all descend. And that is where we will leave our heroes for tonight.
Can I do something?
will
quick
say one
before we
thing.
descend?
Please.
I'll wait until after
I
everybody else has
wanted to
descended.
turn to Umber and kind of be like, this is going to be really dangerous. I won't put you away if you don't want to, but like, kind of warning him and see what he wants to do.
You watch as he looks at you intently as you are saying this. And then he kind of hunkers down, and you watch as his bristles come up his hackles, and he gives you a you can tell the growl is not directed at you, but just a very like
I wanna
kind of
fight.
low rumble in the chest. Like he would rather be here.
Then you will stay. Let
All
me
right.
give him his scratches.
Beautiful.
And I will wait to be the last one to descend, unless Ishmael wants to come down
Well-
with me. But I'll just collect my rope and hop down into the hole.
All right.
Before that happens, DM,
Yes.
can I send Ulonker on a mission by himself?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, I love that.
What happened?
Can I?
What's he
pull
gonna
him,
do? What's he gonna do?
Like over here?
Yeah. No, you kind of
Oh,
as
secret.
everybody's getting ready to descend into the hole, and they're kind of preoccupied with that. Go ahead. What would you like to do?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So this is a little crazy.
Okay.
It's always crazy.
I
when
mean,
you do
yeah,
that.
it's possible. I'm ready.
Yeah. It's
Because
normal.
I don't quite have all the information because Angela and I are conferring
We are
our
confused.
minds over things.
Yes.
But I would like to send him to Sigarthy of the
Okay.
Orzhov Bank,
Okay.
the Vizkopa Bank, and have him tell her and give her the information about my Griffin network.
I believe you've already done so, but
service.
yes.
But she wanted the specific. I didn't have the
Right,
specific
right.
information. I wanted to give her like the actual information
Okay.
and have him tell her about this Clint man and the little choker thing,
Okay.
and then also escort her to Soleil's house for dinner because we promised to give her dinner, and I'm not going to make it in time, obviously.
Beautiful.
So
All
send my, I'm so sorry, dear, I'm gonna miss dinner.
right. Beautiful.
I'm working late. I have all these projects.
Yeah.
I can't come home.
Yeah. I'm working late.
I mean, we'll see how long this takes. You might be able to make it if this all goes according to your plans.
Which it never does.
And
No,
that's,
it never does.
And that's it for
See,
him.
You guys know that scene in Tropic Thunder when
Oh God.
Matthew
Oh
McConaughey
God.
runs through the jungle. with
Yes.
Tito.
Yes.
That's what
Oh.
I picture Ulanker as. Like, at some point, he's gonna show back up with TiVo.
Oh,
I love the fact that in that scene, he like runs in, I got the TiVo, throws it, and then hauls ass faster than any possible human being can do out of there. Like he's superhuman at that point. Oh,
Ulanker gives me Agent Matthew McConaughey vibes.
that's freaking
He'll do
hilarious.
anything for you.
That reminds me as well. Can you tell him that tell Sigarthy that Rosa is in the custody of the tribunal? And that Lexov had his ass handed to him by Morvosa.
Yep, all of these things
phrase it
can
exactly
be.
like that,
So,
Ulanker. He
I
had
need
his
to take
ass
notes.
handed to him like the little bitch he is. Say that.
Oh boy.
I need to take notes. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He,
And I can
he's
send
giving
this
you a
to
lot of
just 'cause
stuff.
I
Pen and pad.
have quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, honestly, if you could literally, yes, just type this
great.
out and then I can copy it into my
I
notes,
will.
that would be
Ulanker's
fantastic.
Like, yes, boss.
I
Yes,
will,
boss.
I will.
Yeah, Ulanker's literally, you tell him and he's like, the only thing I need clarification on is, are we still wanting to grapple with Sargathe?
No. She's
Okay,
our friend now.
okay, she's our friend. Okay. I
Oh,
was just making sure.
God.
But don't treat her too friendly because she might kill you.
Oh,
Have, like a very steely, stoic. You know, you're not
Steely,
gonna show
stoic.
much emotion to her. Just give her what I told you to say to her. That's all you have to
I
do.
will give your words verbatim, my
And
master.
say yes, esteemed mistress.
Esteemed
of the bank.
mistress of the bank.
Yes, that's it.
Steve is just the best.
Okay. And that's towards Sargathe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'll have a note to send to Soleil as well. But I'll write that down. That's
All right.
secret between us, Torin. It might be sexual in nature, but I won't reveal that until.
Okay, go ahead. You can whisper to me if you do slash.
Yeah, you could.
No. I want to think about it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
like type it and send it. It's not going to be
Okay.
a
Okay.
sex letter. Or anything.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
it's a,
Okay.
It has a purpose. to
Okay,
it.
okay. Because as much as I'm here for the role play, you sending me a private sexual
Like
note,
sexy.
it's just a little bit alarming. Like there's a part of my brain that's just like, don't do that, don't do that, please don't do
Oh,
that.
Do that.
Torn, you're the
That's
best
for
DM.
Vasul and Soleil only, not for Torin and
I
Soleil.
know, but I can't help it. The thought
But
is still there, and I will still respond to it in kind as Soleil, but don't do it.
It's 100% not gonna be that.
Okay.
I promise.
I appreciate that.
It's not gonna be full on Loxodon smut.
I appreciate that. Because I've already had to peg you as Soleil and I don't like it.
Was that before the recording? The at-home audience is like, what?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was very brief, thankfully, but still, that
To
happened.
know about
It
this
is
smut.
canon. And that's the last we'll have of that. I am going to finish recording here.
All right,